And if you ask if I was ever free, I'll say the darkness stays a part of me. But I carry it without disguise. It makes me stronger, clears my mind.
Hang on, it's in the camera.
Trapped in
Is it good? Should be good. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
You're the force I can't control. Your touch is heavy 'cause like stone. It breaks me down, makes me whole. Every breath is hard to keep, but in the weight I find relief. Let me fall down deeper, deeper. Every beat is louder, fever. Pull me on, hold me tight. Pull me on, take the fight. You're the force I can't control.
Check. How's that? Can you hear us now? Hang on. Audio check. Can you hear me? Are we live? We should be good. We should be good. I think so. We can't hear you. It's better. It's better. We can hear us? Are we good? There it is. All right, we're good. Hey, we're back again. There you go. Technical issues, but hopefully it's all ironed out now. And sorry about those. Okay, should we start again? Yes. Okay, so I'm Harry. This is Richard. And on this live stream, we will be working on the RC Eagle, and we're going to be putting yeah, okay, we're good. Okay, we're getting notifications coming in. Okay, yeah, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be ideally putting the wings on, the big moment in this build, and it's been a long time coming, so hopefully on this live stream we can get it done. I know I said that on the last live stream, but on this live stream I'm pretty sure we can do it, and we're going to deep dive into this week's episode, which was the dropship. So let's jump over to the other screen, and let's get into it. All right. Exciting. All right, so there we go. Yes, that was exciting. So yeah, so now you know why there's a little bit of a delay, but we got it sorted with your help. With your help. So thanks very much for everybody for joining it. So it's changed now. You guys have an accent. Your sound is wonky. Oh, is it okay now? So, is it okay? So we do have an accent. It's a New Zealand accent, so it's probably what you're hearing. I'll just go and check. Check. But anyway, so yes, things are always happening in real time. That seems pretty good. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm okay. At our end, it seems fine. So we're just going to carry on for a little bit and hopefully it settles down. Because of course, this is a live stream, so of course everything is in fact a live performance. Oh, it's just changing it. What are you doing? What are you doing, mate? Oh, and that's it, we're like, oh, focus. No distractions. Okay, well, thanks very much, everyone. And I guess that was a I'm watching you, Robert. I'm watching you. I guess, well, it's good to have a laugh. But, yes, so the sound is good, so we should be good. Yeah, that's what they say. So yeah, so this week's been pretty hard out. we are working, putting flat tacker in the background, working on a new project. Yes,
A new build series.
New build series. So stay tuned as always to the hint later in the stream. Happy says the live stream, live problems, live. He did not say that last one, but that's okay. Yes, and it's more exciting if it's live, isn't it? Sometimes.
Yeah. Like I always thought, like those because we were big fans of Rove Live.
Yeah,
which is an Australian. I'm not sure if we've spoken about it, but
there was an American version.
it was kind of like a late talk show, late night talk show kind of thing,
like Craig Ferguson or something like that.
Something like that, yeah. Or something like that.
Australian
But of course, it was live, so naturally
things
things like microphone plays up or something like that, and they have to try and deal with it. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was quite a good show back in the day.
Anyway, so okay, of course, this is the RC Eagle live stream series that we've been doing. This is part 8, I believe.
I don't know.
It's quite extensive, and this is where we left you off.
On the last stream, yep, so we haven't done anything extra. That would be cheating if we'd done some more. We've just left it and put it aside, and since the last stream.
Yes, that's right, and can you hold it for a sec?
Yeah, sure.
And on the last one, we inserted an extra additional place for like wire looms and all those kind of things.
And
so we
one
need to do
side.
the same for the other side.
Yeah, and that goes out to there, actually.
Yeah. So it's,
You can kind of see the scale of this character. It'll be quite big when he's finished.
what, around sort of like 2 meters, something like
Something
that?
like that, yeah.
Okay, so that's one part. Of course, that's the main part of the live stream. But of course, the other part is, of course, having a look at the VTOL dropship that we're building on the main episode series.
Yep.
And that's sitting behind Harry right now.
Yep, and we'll dive into that in a second. Do you want to bring up the screen so that for the people that are just joining in that might not know?
Okay, so yeah, we're going to have a quick look at the episode before diving into... Well, I was actually kind of wanting to do a little measure as well. with a measuring
Let's
tape.
see how big it is. We haven't done it.
I know that it should be 2 meters in length, but we haven't actually done
Sideways.
done the
Can
side.
it fit in the trailer? I don't know.
Don't know. We'll find out.
Anyway, what have you guys been up to this week? Make sure you add in the comments what you guys been up to. If you got new builds that you're working on, let us know. I don't know if we can help, but just let us know. It's quite interesting to see what other people are doing. It's cool.
Yeah, and what you did this week as well.
Yeah, it's always interesting.
Outside of planes and all that kind of stuff, there's a person behind the camera at some point, right?
Exactly.
There's a real
In
person.
this particular case, it's just us, and then there's just the camera. But in your end, it might be different. There you go.
Okay, not that one.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great week and very productive. That's what you want.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to dive into some of them. Robert says, like I said on the Discord, you have more than enough power to fly 4 times that weight on the dropship. You are absolutely correct.
Yeah. Once we looked at the...
And thanks for joining on the Discord as well.
Yeah. Cheers, Robert.
Yes. There's enough power because, of course, we want to do it like a dropship. So the idea is to ideally
drop different things like
possibly the wingsuits.
Yeah, all those ones. Yeah,
all those kind of things. More than what you want is more than enough, right?
More than willing, for sure.
But
yeah, it's an interesting one. We mainly used epoxy for this character. It's just one of those ones where super glue is good to a point, but
it doesn't really like the super glue doesn't really like the heat, does it?
Not so much, no. And we like epoxy. That's what we made our planes on.
Good memories.
Good memories. That's how you make. That's how we first made all our planes. Yeah. The 3D printing and those sorts of things weren't a thing then.
It was
like
balsa
wood and all those
solar
sorts
film.
Yeah.
What was your favorite of how you made your glue? I know that you're meant to do it with CA glue or super glue for those people, or elephant glue. They've got different names. But no, we always pushed caution to the wind and just went straight for epoxy.
Yeah, go for epoxy.
Yeah, so I guess so what we're doing in the clip is just whipping off all the hot glue, because of course that's not going to win you medals when it comes to this kind of size, and replacing it with the real deal, which was the epoxy glue.
Yeah, for sure.
And drilling those extra holes and stuff like that.
And that was the charts or whatever.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
do spend quite a bit of our time in the charts. Mainly behind the scenes, you don't normally see us do that. So we thought we'd add that for you guys. You know, give you a bit of a
Would
look.
you like to see more of the thrust
Calculation.
ratio side
Side.
of things?
Of autopilot and all that. I don't know if you want to see that sort of thing. It's different.
Robert says Gorilla Glue with a little bit of paint in the latex. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
Gorilla Glue.
yeah, Gorilla Glue, yeah.
Nice.
That's quite good. Quite foamy stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's good, and also it's quite. Oh, I like the symbol. It's cool.
Because it's got two gorillas.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's cool. I like it.
Silverback gorillas.
Silverback. Have you ever seen a silverback gorilla in the wild or in the zoo?
Yeah.
You know, that's that one, Richard, or just bring up the actual guy. We'll bring the actual
Okay.
guy.
Here is it.
Go back to webcam.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
There you
That's
go.
the right one. And epoxy. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, some good times there with the old Gorilla Glue.
Good times.
I was trying to think of the last project we did with Gorilla Glue. Mostly you do it for houses because that's what it's actually made
For
for,
wood and those sorts of things. What we did.
like plywood.
I know we made like a sled and those sorts of things. We use Gorilla Glue and PVC and those sorts of things.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
PVA.
talking about like woodworking.
Woodworking
It's
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
That's going back a little bit. Yeah.
Anyway, that was random off topic, but that's okay. Let's go and have a look at the dropship.
Okay.
And here he is. Yes. Okay, so there you go. There's the back half of him. I think we have bought him on Livestream before.
You bring them up into shot.
Yeah. So this guy here, he still needs to be changed over. So this guy still needs to be changed over to epoxy. But yeah, you can kind of see the scale of them. Hang on, maybe.
Got a couple of bits of
Hang on.
tape and stuff holding together. You want me to hold something?
Oh no, it's okay. I got it. It's not that light. But there you go. That's what it looks like. Has it got dowling rods in this one? No, but only in the front ones.
Oh,
No, not in this ones.
yeah, there's a bit in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can kind of see it's a multicolour fella.
We had some comments actually on some of the different platforms that we post this kind of stuff. I think a couple of them were on YouTube and that kind of thing.
Or maybe
they
in
seem to think that that they didn't like the color theme.
What's wrong with the colour theme, eh?
They seem to think that was the final look, but of course that's not the final look. That's just the under. You got to print it in something too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it'll be all cleaned up and painted correctly and.
Yeah, it should look pretty cool. We've got a
And one-
theme all planned out of what we're going to do. And it should look pretty cool. We're going to do some airbrushing decals and those sorts of things. Yeah, and you can see where the back end of the dropship is. It's kind of cool because we might put hatches on.
Oh, like an opening door.
Opening door.
What do you
opening
reckon?
bay.
Would that be, how do you think we should go about that?
It's going to be painted, absolutely, brother. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We wouldn't leave it half painted. Yeah, oh, there it goes. There's the patchwork quilt. But yeah, that's the tail end of them. Yeah. Happy? Oh, hey, Happy, how you been? Are you guys going to do a drawing for the first maiden ride in the dropship?
We're gonna sit inside it.
You mean sit inside it, or are you going to do the drawing? Oh, you mean for the painting? Is that what you mean? Adds a rivet look. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, we'll write that down. Yeah, that's cool.
There's a pencil.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that swag to that. Yeah, that's cool.
And a drawing. You mean like a pictorial drawing?
Oh, or do you mean like an airbrush picture on the side? Is that what you mean? Robert says, I think get the maiden first done and then worry about the doors opening. Yeah, I agree.
cool.
That's a good idea. Because that's kind of just add another couple of servers and all that sort of stuff. I reckon you're right on that. Yeah, because that's
Wonder
just
if you could you do the whole, we wouldn't be able to do it chrome, mate.
chrome.
Oh, you think you was just
Chromed
talking
it.
chrome the whole lot?
Oh, you mean like R2? Interesting. Oh, I don't know about chrome, that kind of stuff. Interesting thought though. Anyway, here's the front end.
Good idea though. It's
Good
great
idea.
ideas.
I like the rivet idea. Rivet's cool.
Have you says someone could get dropped wearing a wingsuit? You mean in real life?
Yeah.
I feel like you mean in real life, right?
Out you go.
How'd you go? Out the back doors. But yeah, I think you're right. I think probably get it all stable and stuff before you start worrying about the doors. But cool though, nonetheless. Great idea. How do you think you should do that articulation? Should you do it with like a thruster or like
Hang
a?
on, move this one out of the way. I'm gonna hit it. Hang on.
What's the suggestions on how to do those doors? Should you do it with like a pneumatic pump?
What's this for? The bay
To
door.
do those doors, or should you do it with something like an actuator or something like that? Happy says a hot air balloons look like a patchwork, and it's in style.
Yeah, there you go.
Patchwork quilt. They do. There's some really cool. Has anybody ever been in a hot air balloon? I feel it'd be good
There
fun.
you can see that. So yeah, you can kind of see the scale, guys. Linear actuator, nice.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
There you go. This part here is kind of just like I think Robert said. This is what happens in Edge of Tomorrow when only the front half's used in the flying.
All right. Yeah. Because they articulate them forward, right? They slide along.
And slide along, yeah. But yeah, so there you go. That's looking pretty good, really. I'm quite liking the size of it. But yeah, do we have a measuring ruler, Richard?
I'll go and get one. That'd be fun.
Measuring tape. But yeah, so you can also see that we've cut out for the servos to go in. So yeah, and there's also we didn't really talk about that in the actual episode, but yeah, so the servo looms do go all the way to the middle. Robertson gives it the old thumbs up. Yeah, cheers, brother. Another CG is going to sound like whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, it's going to sound epic. I think in the first episode of the series we did spin up the motor.
Yeah, we did.
Just on the, I think we did, eh?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, without the propeller though.
Without the propeller,
Safety
man,
first, yeah.
28-inch Tribro prop is going to be epic to see. And we actually, when we were talking to T-Motor about this project, we really wanted that kind of look. You know, what is, what is the quad?
Just show the thickness.
Oh, what's that?
Well, it's thickness. Huh?
The size, you mean?
Yeah, no, the thickness. So it doesn't have that compression.
Oh, you mean it doesn't have the compression anymore?
Yeah.
It's solid structure. If you guys use it, Happy says, if you guys use it one time per flight, it could be spring-loaded servo release for a swing barn style door.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Danzilla's joined the stream. Thanks, brother. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it as always. Happy as he's just saying. I was like, yeah, yeah. That's true. It's true. So it's a lot more stronger.
A lot more robust now.
It's 9.5 Harry's head. I guess you're right. It's quite big.
Unless you scale it forward, so that you bring the thing bigger. So you get
yeah. Can we like this? It could be bigger head.
Yeah, no, we can do a measurement on just on the
cells.
Yeah, the cells. Sure. Yeah. So that's it's like 480
mil. Yeah. And what is the size of the front gun? Oh, hang on, I'll put that down. But yes, as always, thanks very much for tuning into the stream, guys. And can they see it from there? Yeah, you can see it just down the bottom.
You can just roll it
tilt
down.
It
Tilt it down a bit. Yeah.
But yeah, hope you guys are all having an epic evening, day, or night, or morning. Just cover everything, and then everybody. I'm done. I've covered it all.
Yes, thanks very much for everyone for joining in on the stream. It's a big deal to turn up to these things, so thanks very much. It says it's 1.5 meters.
1.5 sideways.
Oh wow, okay. Really? Okay.
1.5 guys. 1.5.
Well, just slightly over, but yeah.
Wingspan. Oh, are you talking about Harry's head? Talking about my head, man. But yes, no, it's looking pretty good. I mean, about there, right?
Mm. Interesting.
And then what about
I didn't know
length? What about length? So let's do half of it, and then we'll bring the other half into frame, and then we'll be able to see that. So what's that? It's about there, you right?
Yeah.
That's about 1 meter. So 2 meters, right?
Yeah.
I'll bring it over there a little bit, and then we'll bring the other one and do it officially on screen.
So 1.5 meters wide. Wow, that's big.
It's quite big, yeah.
I thought it was like around the sort of like 1 meter, but I guess that's just a scaling kind of
Happy says, have you included the props with the wingspan? Good point. No, but we can do that. We can do that.
I can do that.
4 foot 11. Yep. You're onto it. Yeah. Over here, does anybody really do feet, measuring feet and those sorts of things? I guess some people do. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Why not? Mix it up. Yeah.
It's cool to mix it up.
And Richard just came back with
propeller.
The propeller, and then we'll do that. It will make it even bigger. Hang on.
And then how high is that one? We can measure that at the center.
Huh?
So it was 1
1
meter, and there's the rulers right there.
Measuring tape. We'll bring it over to the front so that people can see.
Yeah, another meter.
Yeah, about another meter. So 2 meters long.
2 meters, okay.
Interesting. Okay,
So
I've
there's
never
the-
actually measured it.
There's your props, by the way. There you go. So it's a 28-inch prop with a 9.2-inch pitch.
And the interesting thing about these particular,
Got that? I'll go.
yeah, sure. The interesting thing about them is you assemble them individually, and then you bolt them together. Kind of interesting. Just add the diameter of one prop. Oh yeah, from one side, and then you'll get the extra part. Yeah, for sure. Richard can do that. It's all metric in Canada, but most of our measurements are in foot and inches. Gotcha. But, you know, for scale, I guess.
For scale, just so you guys can see.
Happy says feet, furlongs, cubics, hands. Can't forget those hands and feet. The shell. 3 apples tall, says Danzilla. Another CG says, looks expensive. You mean the propeller or the 3D prints? Yes.
Which part are you talking about, mate?
Yeah, it does look, the craftsmanship, yeah, you can see.
It does look good.
Look, hang on, where's the focus? Come back, focus. Focus. Hang on, what are you doing? Where's it go? Come back. Come back to me.
Come back, me. Jumping around too much, Harry.
Jumping around too much. Yeah, I'll come back in a second. Have a look. All right. So you jump to another camera and come back?
We can do that. Oh, no, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Caught the focus again. Okay, so there you go. That was
So it's probably about 2 meters.
Yeah, you can put it on. Yeah, see there. And I'll keep mine here.
Yeah. Just over 2 meters. Yeah, like 2.1 meters.
2.1. Okay.
There you go.
Wow. Pull it. There you go. So
What
that's
a monster.
I'll bring the propeller up so now it's got focus. We can see that. The propeller looks expensive. Yes. It does, doesn't it? 20. I'll bring it up so you can read the 28-inch by 2.9 L. There you go. Dan says it's hard to avoid, but I try to stick to metrics. Yes. It makes life way easier. Oh, sweet, man. Robert says it would be expensive. Also, there's roughly 7 rolls of filament in there.
Yeah.
Could be. You're
be.
probably onto it then.
Yeah. It was like 10. Was it 10.4 kgs?
10.4. I'm sure on the quote. I wrote it down. I can't remember.
I'm pretty
I wrote it up so other people can remember. Yeah.
I've got it written down.
Can somebody check that? I think it was 10.4.
Hang on. I'll see if I can check it.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of an interesting one. It's got a quick release system, so we can take the propellers off. That's what it's all about. Oh, hang on, where's that like? There you go. You can see me. Blow me up, but you can see the collet in there, and it just screws on. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, 10.4. Yeah.
You're onto it? Okay. Yeah. Happy says it would be like most cargo planes. The fuselage will give it such a big presence to the sky. Yeah, it's gonna be cool to see it for sure. Robert says if you take how much weight divided by 2.2, that's how and that'll give you how many rolls you use. Okay.
Take how much you weighs divided by.
Yeah, there you go.
We can do that. Let's try that. So 10.4 divided by
2.2. Interesting. There you go. You learn something every day. Thanks, Robert.
10.4 divided by 2.2.
Yep.
4.7.
You're onto it. 4.7. So basically 5 rolls. There you go.
There you
And
go.
it's all
So this
what?
is what, I guess you could say this is what like 5 rolls looks like.
Yeah, a lot of time and plus purges.
Yeah.
But we didn't do any multicolor purging.
So like there's probably not that much worth of that.
Yeah. Normally we do with our designs.
But
Yeah,
I
so
guess it's not multicolored, so you don't do too many purges.
Yeah. Is 2.2 the same number of how many pizzas we eat? I think we can
Yeah.
eat more pizzas than that.
You
2.2.
you can probably eat more than 10.4 kgs worth of pizza.
Yeah, probably not one thing. 2.2 is quite a lot.
10.4 kgs is 10.4 rolls, and it is 10.4
Pounds. Yeah, well, each roll is 1 kg, right?
Any supports? Interesting. Okay,
Yes.
so there's a little bit of supports when we printed it out, but not much.
on the back end, Richard, on the back end. So move that one out of the way.
Oh yeah,
It was on the
not
back.
so much. Only on the cockpit, really.
But great question. That is a good question. Yes. The main part was.
Is it 10 millimeters thick, hollowed?
Was
It
it?
is 10 millimeters thick, walled.
10 mil thick? Yeah.
Yeah, we added extra width on the wall because it's going to, contain some of the weight to the structurally. So this is where the is the plane 10 pounds or 10 kgs? Kgs. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's
so
what it is. That's what it is.
You're talking about the supports. The supports were mainly when we were printing this section in the back, which I spin it around.
Yes, so this part here. This part
specifically
here.
there. Specifically that one.
That one and the other side were the main. No, not really.
No, just that one. No.
Just this big piece here.
Which is that one section there.
Yeah, that one used a lot of the supports on that one. Because it was when we did it, we put it on the K2, which is that one over there. K2, the big one, and that was the only one I could fit on. Otherwise, we had to chop it up more. 22 pounds is the equivalent. Okay. Those three bladed carbon props are snazzy. Thanks, man. Yeah, very cool. I quite like the release mechanism on them. Kind of interesting. Haven't seen that before. The only thing that you do have to remember is when you put it on, make sure you put it on the right way. Because if you put it on the wrong way, it would it'd be like those spinning tops and they go straight up in there.
Like you get the motors. That could be fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Plus the hardware is going to be massive. Yeah, for sure. I was confused. About the weight. Yeah, for sure. Hopefully 10 kgs plus all the batteries and everything. We have to add all that stuff. We have to add a reasonably big internal structure just to mount the swivel action and batteries and those sorts of things. So that is to be added.
Yeah, and designed.
Yeah, we have to do all that.
So that's the motor. Hopefully you can see it.
No, hang on, turn that light on. Dan says, I wish those props had the old school red and white stripes at the tips. Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's the motor we're using. And if you can look carefully, that's the quick release system that Harry was talking about. And that screws onto the Troblade.
Yeah, so it's threaded die on the top there, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, like red and white, and then as it spins, yeah, old school. Yeah, that'd be cool. Plus the weight of one wing Batman. Yeah. You've got to put these planes designs into the air for sure. Well, I quite like. We're in build mode. See, when you're in build mode, you're just like focused in the build mode.
Yeah, that's right. Because we do get quite a bit of comments at the moment about when you're going to fly it. When you're going to fly it, and you're like, oh,
I'm in build mode.
I'm in build mode.
I'm in build mode. Once you're in build mode, you're in build mode. Could paint the prop tips for safety and style. Yeah, that's a cool idea. How big is the ESC? One ESC or two? So this one will have 4 ESCs to run this character. I'll move it a little bit closer.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
you can bring that up.
Oh, hang on. I don't want to get the cables to touch the buttons.
Hang on. So this is not exactly the way it'd be all rigged up properly, but can you see that? Can they see it? I feel they can't see it. Bring that in. Hang on.
Don't want to click the buttons.
Don't want to click that button because that means the stream will end. Yeah, you can kind of see.
So what it says is a Flame 80 amp ESC 12S. It's a V2 and it supports 6 to 12, but of course we're doing 12.
Yeah. Robert says his T50. Oh yeah, the big DJI dude is 54-inch wide. Sweet.
Whoa.
That would be sick to see that in there for sure. In person. I'm just saying, could you fly that? Could you fly that this way, there, Robert? We could send some of our wingsuit designs to that, maybe tomorrow. I'm just saying, just an idea. Dan, those motors are probably a couple more pounds each. Yes.
No, I haven't weighed them.
We haven't weighed them yet, but we did in the intro one of this series.
It probably says in the schematics how much they weigh.
Can you write on it there? It says happy. Yes, you're absolutely. If you ask Robert nicely, you'll be. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
80 by 4. Yeah, nice. That's sick.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll put these back then.
Yeah. We can start putting that back, and we'll start jumping into the thing. Unless you've got some other questions that you want to ask, now would be the time.
Pretty cool though.
Robert says he'll pick Happy up on the way.
Oh, cheers.
Nice.
That's nice.
Now, what kind of flight times are you getting on that one there, Robert? Interesting stuff. Yeah. What's the collet inside there? Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Okay, so we'll put these ones back, yeah?
Yeah. And get. I got.
Oh, you got that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, we'll move that one out of the way. But yes, hopefully you guys can see those. It's kind of cool. We're making progress on it. And just looking forward to the next part. What do you think we'll be doing on the next episode? I guess we got to do the back end tail, and we got to do. You got to do
that back end. Glue it together properly.
What's that?
We're gonna go get some more glue, right?
Yeah, to do the back end, and we also got to do
Start that internal structure.
internal structure and start the metalwork side. It'd be cool to see. And then we're gonna do things, minor things like add flight controllers and those sorts of things. Dan says we should go down to New Zealand for the maiden. You're always invited there, brother. Happy says sounds fun. There you go. Oh well, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh no, we're not ready. We're not ready.
We're not ready.
Focus.
I knew we were forgetting something. We're gonna finish it.
Oh, but you are welcome if you wanted to. Yes. 20 minutes empty is 7 to 10 full. Yeah, there you go.
That's pretty cool.
I like that. It's cool. Okay, so I'll move these ones away and we'll move that table in.
Oh, yeah,
Get
gear up
cracking
for
into
next
this.
one.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right, so we'll just gear up for the.
Where did you put this anyway?
Just there.
Oh, okay. I can get there.
We'll gear up for the Eagle because, of course, that's what the series is all about.
We got enough room? Yeah.
Ish. Man, this thing's big.
And Dan says, what glue did you use for the 3D parts? Oh, for the big guy? Why is that blowing me out? It's always in it. For the big guy, we used epoxy. I can't say the brand because that would be, but we can say epoxy.
5-minute epoxy.
5-minute epoxy, because that's our life right there. We like epoxy. Yeah, we've had many good planes fixed, even at the field with epoxy.
Heck, we've glued propellers
straight to the shaft
with
epoxy. Yeah.
5-minute epoxy.
And they
Work like a dream.
Yeah, that's how we used to do it back in the day. Back to build mode's just happy. Yeah, we're going to be back to the build mode. Epoxy. Yep.
Lock your fridge.
Lock your fridge. We're going to Kiwi land. Nice.
Cool.
Okay.
Yes, but yeah, you're more than welcome to come. More than welcome. All right.
Move those guys out of the way.
Out of the way. Oh, you're going in the back here.
Well, I got to bring it in so they can see it, but I think it was quite good when we bought that camera. Oops.
Which one?
Your camera in. I quite like the split screen effect.
Oh yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. I guess it kind of like a throwback to the like the old co-op games.
Which one?
Just in general. Like
What you mean?
Tony Hawk.
What about Tony Hawk?
They did co-op games.
Really?
Yeah.
We can put that. Yeah.
That should be right there. Yeah. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah, it's still working. That's good. Excellent.
Is that all good? Yeah, I'm just trying to find the split screen mode. And we're making quite good progress with this guy. But it's been taking a little bit longer than I thought to put this guy together.
Yes, he is a mission and a half, this guy, isn't he?
Yeah, it seems to be. But anyway, well, the point is that we get it together and it's all... Is that it? Yes, pretty much. And the point is that we get it together and fly. That's what it's all about. Creek.
Alright.
You good?
So does that wind up? Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Okay.
So what do we need to do? I know that we're burning some holes in the wing, right?
Drilling some holes? Yeah, I think so.
Drilling some holes.
So yeah, that's some of the wings that they're looking like that. Was noticing how much room that Eagle has inside the fuselage. Very spacious. Yeah, hang on, I'll bring that camera up for you. Robert says, looks like the camera's at chest match to make sure Richard doesn't cheat. Oh, what? Richard.
It's not poker, man. It's not poker.
There you go.
And yeah, you can see at the back there, I've cut a hole to go all the way through for that. With either spars, the control horns will need to go through there eventually. How you going?
Yeah, it's plugged in.
Okay. Yep. Okay, so what are we up to?
That's a good question. What are we doing?
Okay, I think what we were doing is we're melting, doing the equivalent of what we did with this one.
All right.
On the other one.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And just as, I'm not quite sure who suggested it, but somebody's great suggestion, might have been Robert, might have been another CG, but we suggested that we'll leave the feather fingers off the end, so that way when we start whacking the hole borer through, we'll not snap those off. Robert says, Happy says, almost large enough for an egg drop system. Yeah, well, it is Easter, so there you go. Maybe that was the plan. It wouldn't be that hard, would it?
What?
To do a deployable egg deployment from this, would it?
From this guy?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if
In a kind of weird way.
In a kind of weird way, but what would you need? You just need to cut out some of this. Yeah, it can be done. Just cut out the back, make a trap.
Yeah.
And then just flick it on servo, I guess. When we have enough servos, how many does this one take? It's only got the tail, 2? 3? 3, right?
I don't know.
I think it's got 3. Let's have a look.
I'm going to say yes.
In that case, we that could be done. Wouldn't be that hard. I feel that would be like a full
Right
load.
over the beach.
What's that? Oh, not again. Well, as long as they don't take the fish and chips. Does anybody, do you have fish and chips, and do you know what I'm talking about? It says 4 channels on this. Oh, one for the ESC, right, of course. There you go. Yes, it's kind of like a...
For the motor.
Yeah, one for the motor, yeah. When we say fish and chips, we mean chips. And
just
fish is kind of like a cuisine that people have over here when you're on holiday.
Abby advises not to boil it, though.
Youch, that was boiled egg to the head, mate. I'm thinking whipped cream drop system. Wow, being authentic, right?
Yeah.
Dad says he just got his first 20 kg servo in the mail today.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the big boy club. Gee,
20 kg.
And what are you going to put that in there, Danny? Is that going in?
Oh, that'd be the R2D2, wouldn't it?
No, he might have already done that.
No,
Or it might be a secret mission that we don't know. Fish and chips is amazing. We have a lot of them here in Canada. Oh, yeah, you just call it the same thing, right? Nice. Everyone would run if it dropped whipped cream. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty messed up, eh? Why quite too realistic?
Yeah, that'd be a bit strange. Yeah, mate. What have you created? Anyway, okay, so we got that.
That's a pretty messed up eagle, bro.
Okay, what we need is
I've got the heat
soldering iron.
We've got the heat
drill.
going, yep.
All right.
We could start turning them on.
Yep. Yeah, Perini.
Yeah. So anyway, so we're pretty impressed that we managed to get the spars in and cut last time. So yep, it has been marked about where the center is, and so the idea of the game is to what? Join it together.
That's
properly?
the plan. Yeah, for sure. That's the plan.
It'd be cool. Yeah.
And do we have any glue to do that with?
Yeah, just in that box.
Oh yeah, cause
Yeah, just this side. Yeah. So there you go. It's all go here in the shop. Yeah.
workshop.
Workshop.
Yeah, it's not a retail shop.
It's not. We're not selling clothing.
No. I do wear clothing, so that's good.
Yeah. Abby says, LOL, back to build mode.
Always in build mode.
Turn off the comments with these crazy ideas. No idea is crazy.
If nobody else has done it, it's probably a good idea. Alrighty. Is it 8mm? This one? 8mm there. There you go. Yeah. You can have that one. You look after that.
All right. All right.
Where did I put that? Where's that hand?
Oh, yeah, something.
That?
Do you need that? Well,
Have we not actually drilled it?
don't think so.
Okay. And what servos are you going to use for this?
I don't know.
Do we have any?
We might have to order some. Who knows?
Okay.
Oh, maybe we should use those 2 of those 20 kg ones.
Yeah, but what do you reckon? Should we put 20 kg servos in it?
20 kg.
I know that we have a one servo just that I already acquired.
What's that for?
It came out of that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could use that. So you're going to do the rudder or whatever.
Oh yeah. And we might go back to the old hand crank on the stream.
Well, as Happy says, the starter, the RC Eagle starter.
Yeah. That's what it's about. If you haven't used one of these tools, I highly suggest you use one. Usually we use
What's its name?
I don't know, it's a hand drill, I guess. Do you know what that is? We use this a lot. There you go. But normally we're drilling out the like a post board.
Yeah.
Maybe putting out a fence in or something like that.
Yeah, something sensible.
Yeah, a door or something. Who knows?
But today it will be used for wiring loom. Eagle crank.
R2 is almost ready to go. Yeah, for sure. It was a sick looking R2. I like the whole one print, all the colours in one. That was cool. It was really
Yeah, it was very cool, yeah.
Very sick.
That's
but-
right, because you shared a picture on the Discord page, right?
Oh yeah. But having Arduino problems. And my league with the coding. Who would be able to help?
Mike, or if you could get in touch with Mike Owen or John Ferguson, they might be able to help you out.
Yeah.
If they've got some free time, that is. I don't
Yeah.
want to like pile anything onto them.
But yeah, they're the Droid Masters over here in New Zealand. So yeah, if you what did you go into what the problem?
Yeah, on the
sometimes
YouTube channel.
they both join the stream sometimes. Then we have interviewed very cool dudes.
I think Mike was on last time.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert says you got a couple of months to order them. Yeah, for sure. Eagle crank. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so let's get this done. Okay. How do we do this? Do you remember how we do it? I don't know. It worked out alright. That was alright there, like. Oh yeah, I know how we did it. So I think what we did is we put one in.
Yeah. There's one already done, which is the spar.
Where's that? Up here.
Right there.
Oh yeah, cool.
In the
The
spar
one here.
section.
Yep, there you go. You can see that. Can you point to the hole for the people out there?
There's one hole here.
Yeah.
For the one spar.
Yeah, and where's
And
the
then
other
the
one?
other one's like up here somewhere.
There you go.
Can't quite see it, but it's there. It is there. You just have to take my word for it.
Okay. So what we could do is we could drill these fellas,
Okay.
and then once we've drilled that, move to the second part and do that. How's
Okay.
that?
Sounds good. Maybe
Move that guy out of the way. Yeah.
this
Don't-
guy. Otherwise he'll get damaged.
We don't
I'll put him
want
over here.
Just put him on the ground there. Should go. All right.
I mean, after all, they're quite delicate with
They
the,
are quite delicate. Yes. I figure it out. Yes. Oh, that's good. Yeah. He just got put on the shelf for a bit until I feel more confident. I have time to dive into it. Yes.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. I guess it's the same thing with our projects. You go, that goes over to that pile, and the new one comes out. But it's just one of those things. Yeah. I know what you mean. Maybe this weekend can tackle R2. Oh yeah, nice. Oh
Well, fingers crossed it all
Fingers
goes well
crossed.
for you.
Yeah, let us know for sure. Okay, we're drilling. We're about
Which one are
here.
you doing?
I'm just drilling this.
Are you doing this one?
Yep. Okay, let's drill it. Okay, so this particular part that I was going to drill, the reason why we're doing it this way is because it didn't print the right way, so we're just doing what we always do, wing it, and usually kind of works out pretty good for us in our history of winging things.
It does.
It does, yeah. Never really had a problem with it. Okay, try.
We have to do that again.
Do that one again?
Doesn't quite go through.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does it say? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do I put this one on?
What's that?
Oh, you drilled a hole in it.
Oh no,
What'd
you
you
drew
do
a
that
hole.
for?
Alright. Oh
Alright.
yeah.
Which one?
What's that?
Which one?
Yeah. Yes. Oh, alright. What else do you need? I can do that side too. while we wait for Richard. It's fine. But yes, so I'm pretty sure when the designers of this plane, they didn't think, they didn't plan for this eventuality. That could happen. And why did it happen, Richard? Out of curiosity.
Don't know.
No, but these things happen. What else do you need? What else did we do in the last one? Oh, we drill there. We can do that. What else? Just copying the other one.
Just copying.
Copying my own work. It's not
Is it-
copying.
is it-
It's not really copying if it's.
Is it cheating if you're copying from yourself?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I
Maybe
feel
that-
that
that
that's
could-
fine.
Maybe that's a poll.
Yeah, what do you guys reckon? Do you reckon it's cheating if you're copying from yourself?
There you go. There you go. Like I bought one. All right.
Yeah. I feel that it's not though. I don't think it is.
What's that?
I don't think it is cheating.
No. It's cool. Okay. Where's the hand crank one? I'll do that.
Yeah. So if you're just joining the stream, oh, Harry's dropping things. So if you're just joining the stream, we're working on the RC Eagle, and we're doing some modifications to make this thing work. Which we're putting it together.
We're assembling it. Assembling it
Maybe-
live, and we've been doing it for a little while, haven't we?
Yep. So thanks very much for joining in, everyone.
Yeah. Couldn't do without you. Can you see from that angle? I think they can.
Yes, yeah, you can see.
Right, good.
Let me just lower my right now. Yeah.
Back. I think you're going straight. Normally this is used for, like we were saying before, for posts and those sorts of things, but it's also got other uses, like drilling through the wing of a spar.
Of an Eagle.
Yeah.
They never thought of that when they made that.
What do you guys do when you're putting in wiring looms? What's your technique?
Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool how the dropship's taking shape.
Yeah. It's a bit of a way to go, but yeah, we'll get there.
Are we making any progress?
Yeah, you're probably drilling through that bit there.
No.
What's some of the functions that the R2D2 has there once he's all up and running there, Dan? Is he gonna is he controllable by like with a remote or something, or
Oh, once it's all complete.
once he's all complete, what's the game? How are you gonna control him? Is he gonna do so
Some
like
of them
a
do
determined?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Mike's joined us. Hey, Mike, how's it going?
We were just talking about you.
You said it. Design it into the print. Smiley face. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I set it up.
Let's set that up. But unfortunately, this is not our design. So there you go. That's where the dilemma arises.
Yeah. But we are working in the background on hopefully next week's episode, and that will be something we will be giving a hint later on in the stream. Not sure what the hint will be, but we'll make that up. And yeah, stick
around for that.
Stick around for that. So it's kind of cool. We did look at the dropship a second before.
And this particular design, which is a new one, we're taking some of your ideas and suggestions, and then hopefully bringing it to life.
Yeah, ideas and suggestions from Livestream in our next build. Won't start, says Happy. Ain't gonna get no gas. Yes, old school ways. Why is it? Are we not getting any penetration? Can't push it anymore. I think I might break it. Yep. But yes, we're making progress. It's like Happy says, it's just not going to start at the moment. What do you reckon? Is that about right? Hopefully it doesn't come out the wing. Just comes out where we want it to come out.
Might be okay.
Might be okay.
Happy says, sorry, Dan Silla says, yeah, R2 has a express LRS, a receiver into Arduino with two motors for the motion, okay, and one to spin his head, two servos for his front arms, LEDs, and a DJI Vista in his head. And possibly a speaker for audio later on. Oh, very good.
Yeah, nice. Very cool. What do you think of that, Mike? Mike, the professional. Well, I'm sure he'll like it. I'm sure. I like it.
It's pretty cool.
It is cool. Right, let's try again from this side.
Can you just do that with a drill?
This section?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Alright, hang on.
Where is it? No, not long enough.
No?
Yep.
Try again.
Yeah, it's pretty cool there, Dan.
It's very cool.
Hopefully it all works out for you.
Yeah. Why is he not going through there? There's a particularly thick wall that's getting in the way. Cool, man. Yeah, nice. I'm just trying to think, can we bring up the picture of Dan's R2 engine? Can we do that? We could do that. We could do that. We can just pick up the iPad and hold it up to the people who haven't seen it. Is that okay there, Dan? Is that okay if we bring it up on the screen again?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. Did you find it, Richard?
Not yet.
Yep, Dan says go for it if you can find it. Yeah, see what Mike thinks of that. You like it?
Yeah,
Yeah, we go. We're going to bring it up. And we'll do it the old-fashioned way. We won't do it the digital way.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. Very cool, dude. What scale was it again?
There you go. So that's what Dan's making.
Very cool.
Very cool. Droid stuff.
The droid. Mike says, I'm happy to help on the Arduino side of things if you're still stuck after getting back into it. There you go.
Actually, this is one of our other our 3D printing project that we're doing, since we're talking about different type projects. It's an FPV gauntlet that we've come up with. So yeah, so effectively it's an FPV screen on your wrist. So it's taking the concept of the FPV watch to the extreme.
There you go. The R2 is about a 1/3 scale. Very cool. Yeah, you can't beat that for sure.
Yeah. So that was our other project that we've been working on. It's pretty much nearly there, right? That one.
Yeah, it's pretty much there.
But the R2D2 is pretty cool.
I think we mainly designed that one for live streams when we get back into like at the field live streams.
Yeah, right there.
I keep winding this one.
Doesn't really feel like you're doing anything.
No, it doesn't really. The thing is about I can't push too hard, otherwise I'll break it. The hand crank. Are we getting penetration?
No.
Doesn't feel like it, does it?
No.
You know, there's other ways, other methods.
What's the other method?
Get a rod.
Yep. Dan sounds pretty excited about that. So there you go. Yeah. Well, these things happen. It doesn't always go to plan, guys.
No.
Like what we're dealing with right now. So there's that. It's very much. Very.
Here you go. Here's a bigger one. What's this from, Richard?
You need to go through that.
Yeah, because
So what are you doing?
I'm trying to get through there.
Oh.
So what is this for, Richard?
What is it for? So currently we're working on the push rod of side of things.
No, but what do we use this piece of rod for?
That's for a rocket deployment.
Are we getting there?
Don't know. You went through something.
Something important.
Something vital.
There is something.
It's not. It's not through yet.
Not there.
No.
What can we do?
We don't have a large drill bit.
No.
That size. The other way is I could just.
Remove that section. We're gonna have to remove it anyway. Get the soldering iron out.
Remove
Heat up the rod to melt through. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to go. We're gonna go through the old-fashioned style.
Oh, you could do. You got the got one of those the rods. I got the.
Yeah, but I mean, we need to make a hole there anyway for that.
Yeah, but it's a different hole. Right?
Maybe that's.
Oh, I guess you can just make it a long one.
Heat up the rod itself. That's a good idea. Yes. So yeah, we're in the workshop working on the Eagle, and we're just working on the second wing. And the idea is just that we get these loom holes in, and this little push rod in, and then we can start putting the actual Eagle together. Previously on the stream, we've looked at the big giant 3D printed world's largest VTOL dropship. This guy
That we're building.
that we're building, and there he is. There's some of them. You can see him. There's some of the guy there.
Yeah.
And
Got any TNT? There's another suggestion.
TNT.
TNT.
Yes, that's a good idea. Laser. Burn it through. like a Blu-ray. But yes. So yeah, it's the stream. Hopefully we get by the end of this stream we get the wing on. That's what I'd like to see. I'm not sure if not sure what other people are wanting to see, but I want to see it now.
Try that and see if you can get it through there.
Yeah, sure. What do you want to use? The say rod?
A something.
Yeah.
Okay. Lasers. Laser eyes. Man, this is tricky.
What's it so hard? It's supposed to be easy.
It's just one little hole, man.
There you go. Even the simplest thing can be remarkably. How's that? It's about there. So it must be pretty close. You see it?
No.
Can't see it.
No.
All right.
Give from this side.
Give it us.
Yep.
Careful. Lasers. So it's what other people do, sorry? Yep.
Really, the idea of heating it up might be the best, to be honest.
Yeah. Typical.
Typical. Do we need to change the plan, do we?
No, sorry, we could do the other side. We could do this other loom that needs to go through.
Okay.
Then we can go back to it. That's cool. Put that job off and do
another one.
Do another job and then come back to that. And then hopefully by that time,
We'll figure it out.
okay, where's that? Where did we put it? What do you reckon? There?
Yeah.
Right there?
Yep.
Right. Do it. And then maybe if we ignore the job, it will just miraculously do itself.
Yeah. We might come up with the laser ideas. Laser's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that's probably.
Do you have a laser with you?
No.
No.
Cool though.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Good.
that's
Good idea. The laser.
what did we do last time? I'll use that aluminium beam.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go back to the aluminium.
Highly technical.
Destructor.
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 Like that.
The Destructor 3000. What's
one is
it? That's this hole, not that hole.
Which one?
This hole.
That one.
Yeah. There you go. I'll stand back, because that should be in line with that hole. So at the moment, if you're just tuning in, we are just doing a little bit of minor, very minor.
You pass the borer?
Yeah. Sure.
Some light.
Light tinkering, just to get this all in line, and that way we can go for it. Very light encouragement. In the right place?
Yeah, in the center, is it?
There you go. Didn't come out the side of the wing.
Is it?
I don't know. Nope, no, we're good. Just another hole I have to patch. Don't really want to do that.
Not particularly, no.
Yep, so that one went all the way through. That's good. The mega wetter, probably. Could be. Yes, we are busy trying to fix this guy, trying to make him. And by the end of it, should be pretty cool to see him in the air. And we'll be doing that on live stream. All right.
Nope. No. It's a horrible noise, isn't it?
Just
a little bit.
there you go.
That's horrible.
Horrible sound. Maybe turn that camera so you can see the action. Hang on. But yes, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Let us know if it's if you're enjoying it. Give us the old thumbs up, and if you haven't done it already, what else can you do? You can give the thumbs up. What else can you do? You can write.
Yeah, join in the chat.
Yeah, join in the chat. That's fine. How's it going? Oh, no, just keep.
Oh yeah, we're there.
We're there. Shout up to the cameras. Okay, sit back. I'll get some insulation tape.
Oh, wait. It's there. You just have to believe that it is.
Once you believe,
it makes sense.
you can fly.
Yeah.
You fly, right? Once you believe you can fly, you can do it. Okay, so come back and then we'll tape it on and we'll get through. So if you want to carry on with this live stream, head over to our YouTube channel. Cheers.
All right, so we're going to do the same trick that we did last time, which is put a piece of string in it. Why? Because we can. No, because we're going to need to thread the wire looms in later on for the actual deal. Happy says it looks like a high-powered mega wattage pro. Yes, it's highly technical, highly sophisticated
Device.
Yeah, high-tech, incredibly accurate
Measuring system.
wiring loom delivery system. And Happy says YouTube's where it's at.
Yeah,
Best
for sure.
flights, best guys, best cameras. Yeah, I guess so. I'd agree. Yeah. Let's get this bad boy in there. Nope, not yet. Yep, that did the trick. All right, so we're getting there. Okay. Come here. All right, so just got the, if you can see what I'm doing, I've got, oh, hang on, that way. Nope, there you go. Yeah, so we just got the, I'm just trying to get the string out. Abby says that you need to go and eat some pizza and invent a 3-directional boring device.
3D directional boring device.
Yeah. It's a great idea.
Pizza. We had pizza today, didn't we? Was that more of a coincidence? That was yesterday.
No, it wasn't.
Was it today?
Yeah. Oh no, it was yesterday.
It was yesterday. I think so. Good times. Good memory.
I never really thought you liked food that much, but there you go.
Yeah, if it's pizza, that's okay. Yeah, that's okay. But yes, if you're joining the stream, we are hard at work working on this guy. This is the RC Eagle and a 3D printed design. This is head cowling, and the motor will be going in there on one of these streams. That's what it's all about.
Before too long.
Yeah, not too long. And we're gonna put the head on. Maybe we could even get that on this stream. If we get the wings on, we'll put the head on. You think?
Yes. Look at that.
There you go.
It's like we did it so easy.
There you go.
It wasn't that easy.
Particularly.
It wasn't particularly easy, but we got it.
That's the main thing. Okay, so
Well,
we got
it's a thing, isn't it?
we got the looms in. Well, I'll wait to get the looms in.
Put that in first. We've got to thread it in there. And then we've got to worry about that one that's not threaded.
Oh yeah. But yes, we are hard at work on this guy. And before you know it, it'll be a flying machine. So I hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. And yeah, appreciate it.
Yep. Remember, if you haven't already, to share to your friends and tell everybody, including your neighbor, that we exist. And that why they should, like 11 reasons why they should watch the H&O Racing video. I'm not sure if you can come up with 11 reasons, but one or two surely.
11 reasons.
11 reasons. Guys like, but I'm really into horses. Why am I?
No,
No, you will watch it.
for the rest of your life.
And when should we tell them about the what's happening next week?
You mean
All going well.
yeah, I suppose we could do it now.
What sort of time frame are we in? Yeah, probably on this.
Yeah. What's the hint?
Okay, so hint time for what's happening on next week's episode. What is it, Harry?
How are we going to hint that? What do you reckon?
You could say that it is an aircraft.
It's an aircraft. There you go.
You can say it's an aircraft, and it utilizes some of the suggested ideas
Yeah.
and suggestions that everybody came up with on Livestream.
Yeah, we could say that.
And
that could be that.
And it's going to be quick.
It's going to be quick. So there you go. So there's 3 things there for the hint of what's coming up if we complete it. If we manage to complete all the design in today. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
If we manage to get all the design done today, we will
Have a video.
We'll have a video on Tuesday.
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll have a chance there.
We'll have a chance. So that will be the hint of the stream. Should be good though. Should be good. Something different. All right, so we've pulled the loom through to where the servo box lives. And this is where the servo lives, just there on the wing, this spot here. And before you know it,
Right, you mount that on.
yeah, just kind of irritating me.
Ugly.
Yeah, you can always put new filament in there. Just looks a little bit.
Half baked. It looks like you've cut a hole in it.
Yeah, it looks a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, just looks like you cut a hole in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we gonna do with this part? How are we gonna fix that problem? This part
Have
here.
we done it with the same with the other side? I don't think that's sorted either.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's say it is. We'll go back to that one then. We'll go back to that. Have a look
Okay.
at that.
We'll look at it. Just
Yeah.
there it is. We looked at it.
Alright. We see it.
So we're nearly there, right?
Yeah, we're doing
We just got to get this.
Yeah, one loom through.
One, it's not a loom, it is a push rod.
Push rod?
Yeah. There's a push rod. So then, of course, it can actually steer, which is always quite important, isn't it? Something over there. Right. Oops.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Can we get this through there? What do you reckon?
That's horrible sound.
Yeah. Through?
I don't know. Where is it? Right there.
Did you get it?
Yep. Pull that up.
That's pretty close, isn't it?
Yeah, it is pretty close.
Pretty close is near enough. There we go. You nearly there yet?
Yeah, man.
Nearly. There.
Same spot,
Same
eh?
spot, eh?
Not going to give it to us.
That PLA is too. That PLA plus is too strong to break through with a. Just whack it. Push it.
Happy says flying is a must, steering is optional. I think they sort of go hand in hand. I feel like they do.
Get a soldering iron on that.
Which one?
Just melt that one spot.
Which one? I feel that it sort of goes hand in hand.
Just melt through. When in doubt, melt it out. Yes, thanks for tuning into the stream, guys. Appreciate you all very much. All right, I'll get that thing out again.
When in doubt, melt it out, you reckon?
Yes, kind of like the motto, really. No.
It's a motto.
Yep. Try that again.
What you doing there?
I'll just turn it around the other way so I don't get it wrong. We're good?
Yeah, so it's right there. Yep, it came
There
through.
you go. Whew, like I bought one. There you go, eh? Wow, look at that, eh? Nice. We can fix that. It's minor. Okay. Swap it over to the other
Same
side.
other.
Same thing.
Does that need to be up higher?
That'd be right. We can solve that. It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay, try that one. Do the same thing. And then we can start putting the wing on. But yes, we're making progress with this RC bird. And before you know it,
It's somewhat interestingly, got some interesting hurdles with this guy.
yeah. There you go. I guess it's always interesting to try and figure them out on live stream. It's always interesting doing it in person. Just like shooting fish at a barrel.
Boom.
Okay. Try again.
Try this last one. All right. I'll hold it. Hopefully you can see it from there.
Yeah. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, you're through. Yeah,
Right
you're
through?
through. Yeah, you're through.
Do I need to keep going?
No.
Okay. Show that to the people.
Yeah.
There you go. You can see it.
Yeah, you can see it.
There you
Okay. I don't know if that's like a milestone in this build, but it feels like it
go.
is.
It feels like we achieved a lot.
Happy says, key to get a goldfish, don't make a hole in the barrel. That's a good tip. I think everybody can learn a little bit from that.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, so maybe grab that guy.
Yeah, why not? Let's bring this bird in.
Okay, so I think we can patch the holes later.
Yeah, that's only minor. Cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, all
There
right.
you go. Hold that one up there.
Yeah,
Now we need some glue, I guess. What else do we need?
a whole lot of luck.
A whole lot of luck.
And do we need to make any holes that go into here, or have they already got them?
So it goes into your side. Should be fine.
Do you need this hot glue gun? A soldering gun? I can turn it off.
No, I think we're ready for gluing section, so we just
Okay,
swap over
sweet.
to.
I'll just leave it live over here.
Oh yeah, the cable line.
Yep.
Yeah, but we don't need the soldering on.
Ah! Okay, that's unplugged.
Yep, that's okay. Okay, so the idea will be we'll run it on there and we'll put some gloves on. And we'll glue it together. That's what it's all about. Yeah.
So technically, you could actually start putting the parts together, right?
Yeah, we can glue it. Anything else we need to add in? No, I think we've got everything.
Don't know.
Perfect.
You can start doing the flaps, that kind of thing. Float. Okay, so the feathers go on last.
Yeah, no worries. No, we could we might be able to do the nose and melt the
Tailish?
tailish,
Maybe.
or maybe we'll do the nose. Not the motor. Motor would be cool to have on.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
Be very cool. Just whack it together. Just get it done.
Just get it done, guys.
It gets to a point in the world of the instructions where you go.
Ah,
oh,
she'll be right. Okay, let's get some gloves out. Nice.
all right. All right, so it's all going well. And thanks so much, everyone, for joining in on the stream. Remember to don't hesitate to join in. Leave your comments. After all, that's what it's all about. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it live, right?
No, that's right. Yeah.
You just do a recording. So yeah, remember to join in on the chat. Tell your friends about us, and yeah, enjoy.
Cheers. What do we need? Do we need anything to mix it on? No, I think it should be right.
No, just like a wand or something.
No, yeah. Here's an old one. Maybe that one might do the job.
Okay.
Alright. Should we change that one over to the other one? What do you reckon?
Yeah. Do birds have noses? As far as I'm aware, they have beaks.
Thanks for watching. Want to carry on?
But
Head over
yes,
to our
I
YouTube.
believe they do.
Thanks for that.
I'm not too sure about the anatomy of a bird, but I think they can smell on some level. What do you guys reckon? Leave a comment below. Which one's that one here?
Um,
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think the anatomy of a bird means that they can smell, sense of smell.
I would say so.
I think so. You don't normally get too close to birds. Yeah. They tend to fly away when you get close to them. I don't think he has a. He doesn't have really a nose as such, does he? Mostly a propeller, I think. It would be good to get that propeller on him. That'd be quite fun. You ready to go?
Yeah, just do it.
Okay, just wait on Harry and then we'll dive into it. Yeah, so the idea of the game is we've made these incisions, I guess. And the idea of the game will be to line up the... Are you going to glue it in, the spar in?
Don't necessarily. We won't be taking it off. Dad says, yeah, they have nostrils that can probably smell. I don't know how heavily they use them though. Heavy smelling sense of smell they have.
So they're not like a Doberman.
No, or like a tracking. Do they have tracking birds with this? You know, you don't really hear that, do you?
Sniff, sniff, sniff on the ground. I think you're right. I think
they're pretty intelligent. You do see them hopping around doing their thing, and they manage to find those bugs and insects and those sorts of things. So maybe they use a bit of smell.
Sense of smell, yeah. Are you gonna like coat that with glue?
Nah, no, it wasn't going to. Yeah. I'm just gonna go around the seam. What do you guys do? Do you normally coat the whole beam? So curious bird is called a beaky bird. Yeah, it makes sense.
Or non-beaky bird. Right.
Okay, so we'll do one arm and then we'll do the other one. What do you reckon?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Okay.
His head can hold it up.
Yeah, his head can hold it up.
Okay.
Let's crack into it, I guess.
Return the present.
Some gloves.
And so his vultures can smell ripe meals for miles.
And thermals.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
And They're always, yes, that's right. Vultures are always considered friendly and nice birds.
Yeah, they always get a bit.
They get a bit of a hard rap.
Hard rap. Yeah. Depicted kind of as the bad guy
on most like animations and things.
Seem to be.
Cool. They're probably not that bad.
Nah, just you want to.
Just maybe like
hungry.
Yeah. But then you'd be like, go away, bird. Don't you look at me.
I don't know. Do we have any zoologists on the stream? They might be able to know.
Google says birds' smell ability varies widely across the species, but turkey vultures, seabirds, and kiwis have some of the best smell senses in the animal kingdom.
There you go. Well, how would you say your smelling ability is?
Terrible.
Yeah, it's not that good. But
It certainly can't beat the Labrador's nose.
No. Well, that's interesting. There you go. And since we're talking about
sounds like he might be able to.
Since we're talking about the smell, we'll put what do you call it? The suction. There you go. Fan suction. Put it there.
Yeah.
We'll do one wing and then we'll do the other one. I think.
Yeah.
But yes, thanks very much for joining into the stream. We're hard at work and we're about to attach these wings on YouTube. If Richard can get any glue out of there. There you go.
Come on, man. Stop, bro.
So the vultures have the best smell and their meals have the worst smell. Yeah, it's just everybody's got their own palate, I suppose.
Yeah, see what we decide is like disgusting.
They're
like, hey man, you guys are missing out on this feast.
You're missing out.
All you can eat buffet.
Yeah, see, the joke's on us, really, isn't it? Just putting a bit of super glue on there. We always seem to choose the gel type super glue. Any particular reason why we like the gel type one, Richard?
Just like it. It doesn't run away.
Doesn't run away on us. There you go. Hopefully it goes on straight and true and is what is required for this bird. It's a very colourful bird at the front. Hasn't got a head at the moment though. How are you getting on?
Good.
Richard's kind of... Do apologise, Richard's covering up the camera a little bit, but there you go. You can see me from this angle. It's okay. We're okay. We're all good. Is that one done?
I think so. Spread it around with that one.
How are we getting on?
Yep.
Can't really see it from where I am. Oh, yeah. Pretty good. Cool. Pretty good. You don't want to breathe those kind of fumes, huh?
I wonder what the vultures would think of that.
No.
If they got the best sense of smell, they'd be like, "Oh man,
This is it.
they'd probably be like, oh, this is the best kind of carcass." Oh,
Yeah. Maybe not. They're usually pretty bright.
where does this one go?
I think it's, hang on.
Yeah.
I'm okay so far, I think. Okay, so moving forward. Can't move my one.
Really? You wind yours in?
Wind this one.
Yeah.
Sure. I think the front's okay.
Yeah. Right, yours. Doesn't sound like it's going anywhere. Make it that much harder. Or just about. I got it. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a little bit better. What about this side? Hang on. Yeah, Karen's eaters would definitely benefit from having keen sense of smell for their meals. They would be like, guys, that eagle is like a zombie, bro. Yeah, we don't have those kind of birds over here. What do you reckon? We get in there? Not really going in on that side. That's all right. It'll be all right. It's only like a little bit. What do you reckon? That's probably close enough. Good enough. What about the back? Just need a little bit out. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, you all good? We can change gloves if you need be. Yeah. I'll take this jumper off so I don't get score on it. No, we don't want to do that. But yes, we're making headway, guys. You never know what you can learn on the H&R Jurassic Extreme about bird facts. Maybe you put some tape on it? Yeah, we will. Yeah. So we're making some good progress on this one, guys. And what is it? Oh yes. Oh, yeah. Can you push that one down a little bit? Hang on, I'll check the box off. Don't want to put that stuff in my hand. No, sir. That's just it's nasty. No. Yep. I got it. Yeah, thanks. Just this. Yeah. Needs to be up one in the middle. Yeah. It's pretty good. Yeah, well, it's pretty good. Good enough. Good enough. Near enough. We'll turn it over. I reckon that run, but. Eh? Yeah, we'll straighten it up. Oh, there you go. Just go around it, roll it. Yeah, bigger piece of it. You don't want to glue that one crooked. I'm going to show. Maybe it's a bit wonky. Oh, hang on. Which way? The other way. The way. You can see that there. That's not quite good. Not quite straight enough. Hang on. All right. Just crank it over. That's better. Much better. Look at that. It was absolutely horrible. Bit more. Bit more. More of a crank again. Got him? Yeah. Try that. How's that? Better? A little bit more? Yeah, more. More? Yeah. Better than spar if you want. Yeah. How's that? Better? I don't yeah, pretty good, eh? Pretty good now. Okay, so the back. Flip it right over on its back, it is. Go there. This one here. There you go. What do you reckon? You want up the middle with a CG? Like with that CG, mate. Yeah. Oh well. There you go, guys. What do you reckon? Pretty good. Dan says it's extinct now, but the prehistorically New Zealand had Hest eagles, aka the Fuller eagle, 3-meter wingspan, weighed up to 15 kgs, apex predator that hunted the moa, a total monster. Yes, a friend of ours was telling us about. You one. a new one. This one's 2-meter wingspan, so it's not quite as big as the 3. Maybe it's like a young one. This is a young one. This is a little baby chick version. 15 kgs. I don't know if he's 15 kgs. It's more like heading towards the dropship. Wait, what do you reckon? That's a big boy, by the way. Yeah, it's a very big bird. But we don't really have any super large birds here, do we? Not anymore, apparently.
No. I wonder what happened to them.
Did they-
Maybe somebody ate them or something. Who knows? Some big bird ate
got
another bird.
beaten. Some other bird ate the other bird.
Yeah. Sadly, that's how things.
That's pretty much how the animal kingdom works, isn't it?
Pretty much. And what do you reckon? Are you going to glue that in and then try and jab this sucker in? What's the plan?
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we'll dry fit the other one to see if it's.
Otherwise, we might have to edit that one a little bit.
Hmm.
It's always tricky putting these spars in. It's not one of those ones where it's ever like that easy, is it? Can you have something to put under that wing?
No.
Cardboard box or something? I can use this feather finger box to put it in.
Feather fingers.
Yeah, put that on top.
Abby reckons he's got one as a pet, but don't tell anyone. Oh, there you go. It'd be quite cool to have. I don't know. People do falconry, right? That'd be quite cool.
Falcon.
Have falcons as a pet of sorts.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool. Well, they also do it like I think we said last week, where they did it mounted. They fly from their arm, don't they? While they got the horse.
Yeah. Heave-ho.
Grab that. Watch that.
Grab that through the...
Yeah.
So we're just dry fitting the second one. Did you hear that scientists grew a three-legged chicken to have more drumsticks for restaurants, but now they can't catch him to see how it tastes?
It's actually quite good.
There you go.
And what do you guys think of the? Speaking about scientists, what do you think of the Artemis 2 launch? I think it was yesterday, was it?
I think it was
So
yesterday.
they're going to do. Was it a lap of the moon?
Lap
come
of the
back?
Earth.
You're going to do. Go. What do they
Orbit.
call it? They're going to do the greatest hits
The greatest hits of the Earth.
of the
and the moon. Very cool. Did you guys watch that? We watched some of it. Very cool.
of what we could. Yeah.
How are we going to pull that in? What do you reckon?
Don't know.
Tricky one, isn't it? What do you reckon? Just put it up vertical and then... All right. So since that one's going to finish, so we'll see on... If you want to carry on, make sure you head over to our YouTube.
All right. Dan says falconry would be amazing. Strict laws over here, but doable and expensive as far as I'm aware.
All right, cool.
And the Artemis mission is super cool. Totally, yeah, totally going for it. Yeah, and
Yeah,
is
it's very
that,
cool.
I think that's Gary, isn't it? I think Gary's joined this thing.
Yeah, hey, Gary, how you been?
Yeah.
Thanks
Hey
for
Gary,
tuning
how's it
in.
going, man? Thanks for joining in.
Salta 22-41-76.
We caught up on your live stream the other day. But yeah, it's almost a 3D view. Yeah, so there's a side shot of me and then from the front. Yeah, so there you
Indietro a destra.
go. Happy says we're talking about the Artemis space launch, by the way. If you just joined the stream, Happy says they should have waited
Dammi una
to do it on a half moon, so it would take
Clever.
it wouldn't take too much rocket fuel up. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, cool. Yeah, okay, it was Gary. Nice, cool,
Nice.
man. Thanks very much for joining in, dude. And yeah, great stream, by the way. Good stuff. We watched it. Was it earlier in the week?
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah, if it wasn't this week, it was last week.
Times gets a bit blurry when you're
We're doing
hard
this-
at work in the build mode. That's what we're in at the moment. We're hard out into build mode.
Yeah, people keep saying you should do more flights, but you're like, oh, I just really want to get these projects done, so then I can fly them,
Yeah, that's for sure.
or we can fly them. Okay, so the moment we're working on this RC Eagle, so his little nose is at the front there, the beak, shall I say? There we go, I'll get out of the way. So that's the RC Eagle. It's got a hobby wing propeller and ESC on the front, or motor, should I say. And we've just joined the right-hand side of things, just to the little glue bit there. And now we're going to see if we can do the left-hand side. And Harry's got what would dub the feather fingers on this live stream series. Yes.
And you
And Dan reckons that when they go to the moon, that they should bring back some of that cheese.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's a bit to go around in there.
Yeah.
What kind of cheese do you think it is?
It'd be a bit stale, I think.
Yeah, take a while. Mm.
Yeah. But they do say cheese takes a long time to wait.
No, you don't cure cheese. What do you do?
You cure cheese?
No, you aggravate.
Activate cheese.
Activate.
They do say that mushrooms come from space.
Yeah, apparently.
I was watching an article.
Yeah, apparently it's not from our planet.
Jeremy Clarkson was talking about it once.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so do you want to try and push this one together and then we'll put some glue on it?
And he's making a foam board one. Oh, very cool.
Sweet. There you go.
And how's that going? Are you up to the wing section or further along?
Yeah, well, we did have a few delays. But hey, we're getting there. Slides there.
Does it fit?
I don't know, I was going to put it up on the end and go wham.
Oh, okay. That's pretty questionable. You're going to do that, eh?
No, don't have to. You can push here. You push there and I'll push here. You push down the bottom.
There you go.
Oh. Put another glove back on, I think.
Okay, cool.
I don't want to get my hand stuck to the plane.
It's called an FFFE Eagle.
Oh, nice.
Very cool. Is it your design there, Gary, or something that you've
Can you push that?
acquired, I guess you'd say? Looks pretty good.
It does look pretty good, doesn't it?
You reckon it'll go together? Or?
Yeah, I think it would. I think I can muscle that. Yeah, we'll leave it to there. There you go.
Well, because maybe just... Oh, okay. And then
I don't think
otherwise...
we'll be able to muscle it back.
Ah, okay. I hope that's right.
Okay, so hopefully we get it right. Making a foam board one. Foam board, cool, nice.
What are you doing for the head part?
Yeah, how are you going to do
Are
that?
you just going to paint it, or how's that going to go? Either way, cool.
Very cool. This one will be painted. We'll do this on live stream. I guess we'll... Well, otherwise, I'm not sure who was suggesting it before, but maybe putting our real live feathers on it. There you go.
Potentially.
Potentially. We could just individually glue them. I think it'll take a while. Gary says he's just about to start. Have all the bits. It's Donkey's years, an old school design from the RC groups. Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I guess, do we have an old school design here in the shop? We do. We have an albatross.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, maybe I can bring that up. It might have a bit of dust on it, but... Or maybe I'll go and have a look. Oh, we're putting this glue on. I'll do it after the spa and I'll maybe bring it up. No, it's just one of those, like a gentle kind of glider kind of one. You wouldn't use it on a like a real windy day. That thing would shear itself in half. There's no way. But it did take quite a long time to make it. It was balsa wood and solar film though.
Yeah. It was, yeah. Old school stuff.
Old
Cool,
school styles. But yes, we're making some progress with this guy. It'd be quite good to get the spar in.
We're just using CA glue here at the moment.
Yep. Any particular technique you're using there, Izzy?
Yep. You can see it.
Gary says he's going to make it like a fish eagle. Nice. It's pretty cool. We haven't decided on the official color paint scheme.
Thing. We're thinking possibly a border eagle. What do you reckon?
Or otherwise we can do like a hawk, like a New Zealand hawk.
Which just looks like a brown eagle.
Yeah, I guess. So. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know. Sure. Haven't decided.
Would you do a base color
Vote
first?
below. What do you guys like? Or what?
Okay. We see some of the original ones fly the best though. Yeah. Don't they make them like they used to? Yeah, good call,
sure.
man. Tried and true works.
Yeah, cool. Ready? Ooh. That's a good sound, isn't it?
Is it? Yeah, there's a sound from over there.
Yeah, look at that.
Like a bought one.
Oh yeah, so what was that crunching sound at the other end?
Shh.
Shh. We need
Where's the tape? That's funny.
Where's the tape?
Where's the tape? What'd you guys do with the tape, alright?
Where'd my mouse
Where'd you steal the tape? Oh, there it
Yeah.
is. You guys are stealing our tape.
Alright.
They yell like, please. No, I'm sure it's fine. Okay, so we've got two wings on. It might not
Hooray!
sound like a big deal, but on this series it is.
It's been quite
It's
the
quite a,
adventure to get to this stage, but it's been.
fun nonetheless.
And this particular one, we'll need to be adding electronics. We need to add a propeller, motor.
So yeah, noisy eagle.
It'll be a noisy eagle.
Yeah.
Flip it up.
Crunching sound. What does it sound? Means quality.
Crunching means quality. There you go, guys. Taping them
I
together.
don't think that's what it means. Oh, you need to do that as well. Same deal.
Same thing. Which way?
Same deal.
Same
Hang on,
thing.
hang on. Oh, crunching sound means quality. I don't think that's what it means.
Ah, stuck my glove to it. Hang on. There you go. What about that?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. Okay, so we're winning.
We're winning, guys.
So the so what you can see there in the back half is all lightweight filament. Sorry, that's all the black dark colors. Whereas the front fore wing is all PLA Pro from our sponsors KiwiFil. So big thanks to them. And it's all this rainbow color stuff, and of course this black that you see.
Gary says, have you seen bits of the tape from half? Oh, hang on. When Richard puts that down. You good?
Yeah, just listen to that.
Sound. Bits of tape from half chord acting feathers as they increase detach from the laminar flow rise and acts like an autoflaps. Can't remember what grown-ups called it. And Gary said it looks good.
Yeah, awesome.
Not sure the answer to that question there, Gary.
See
The tape feathers.
Very cool though.
It sounds like something you do, like a different version. You know how what we do in the wind tunnel, we put the smoke over the top.
Oh yeah, so that they have like little drag lines attached to them. Is that what you mean?
That's normally what we do when we don't do that particular version. But we could do.
It's just so you can see it in the camera, right? You
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
where
The smoke trails,
The smoke trails are.
That's
So
not-
at the moment we've been doing our wind tunnel testing with using smoke, and then of course
Coaxial.
calculating the scales and stuff like that. And what's the next one that we're doing in the wind tunnel here? I think it's either the Mark II wingsuit that we're going to do next, or it's the coaxial concept RC aircraft that we're going to do for a lift. Yeah. Oh no, we already did the coaxial one, right?
we did the correct.
Yeah,
We half
yeah,
did it.
We half did it. We're going to do we were calculating for the back half section, right?
Yeah, so this is a bit dusty.
We
Should
haven't
I dust it
calculated
off?
for the lift yet.
These are the. There you go. These.
all good? Where you go?
There you go.
Oh, okay. Yep. So this is the albatross that we're talking about. So you're talking about old school kind of stuff. So this is one of our first initial. That looks weird like that. Oh yeah, there we go. Obviously there's a wing somewhere. It's a little dusty, so bear with. What's the wingspan on that guy?
It's got big.
It's
Maybe
is it-
2.5 or something.
Yeah, it's quite large. Yeah.
Old school styles. But I think what we're going to do is maybe put a propeller on them. Maybe. Who knows? One day.
Gary says yes, it's right, but it recreates. But it recreates what real birds do for slow flight. Okay, yeah, sounds good. Maybe that's something we could do when we get into that section. Why not? There's a couple of different assessments that people suggest. One is to have it a bit like I think Happy was talking about it once, to do effectively like a control line with the aircraft. That could be kind of fun. You guys like to see that. So effectively you sort of attach it to a center point, and then effectively spin the aircraft around and around at full speed kind of thing. So that could be kind of fun, just to sort of work out the center of gravity, and also to see how it's going to perform once it's obviously detached from the line. But you can do it in a sort of more somewhat safer endeavor, rather than just throwing it and hoping for the best. And then, yeah, another one is like you're talking about with wind tunnel testing, and you're talking about with the, I guess you call it like feather type string attachments. Your mention of feathers prompted me. Yeah, good thinking. Well done. So effectively, it'd be like they put like little bits of string on the laminar flow like that, all along the wing, long way like that. little pieces.
Yeah, I have seen people do it with some planes, like if they're doing testing and those sorts of things. But technically, it really should be in a controlled environment. They're just like flying along and looking at it. But technically, it's one of those things where really you want to be doing that in a tunnel, really. But I guess if you're and you can't do it, I guess if you have to jump off a cliff or something to test it, you got to do it the best you can, right?
You got to do what you got to do.
What do you reckon? Put the head on. Maybe we could do that next.
Around the pole of course control line.
Mad ways of flying, yeah.
Yeah, no, they're good fun though. Have you ever, has anybody ever had a control line?
Or use the controller,
Or
innit?
use one? I know Happy sent us a clip of a guy doing it with the RC plane, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. And he had a remote in his left hand for the accelerator and throttle, and then he's spinning around his head. Very cool. And what does Dan says? Dan says the strings
On sailboat sails that let you see the airflow are called
telltales.
telltales. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's something to do with Sonic.
Could be.
I think you got the wrong film there.
But yes, you do see them on the boats. If you're not like I happen to be a yachty. Like, we would call them yachties. I'm not sure if that's what other countries call them, but we would call them yachties over here. If you're from that sort of world, which is cool. Now we can do a basic sailing. We're not like
we're not master tacksmen or anything, but yeah, we've got the basic concept.
I mean, we didn't die.
We've done it a few times.
Yeah. Like masking tape, could control lines back in the 70s. Yes, we went to a what do you call it? Like a big meet.
Swap meet?
No, that's not. It's not a swap
like
meet.
a tournament.
Like an event thing.
Annual event.
It was in like it's just in a place. Haven't been to see one like that large before. We were very young and we saw different things, and these guys would get out there, and this is when we were very little. And we'd get out there and they're like, and then they start these little things up, and they got a helmet on, and they're all standing back. You're like, oh, hang on, here we go. Very cool.
Very around like a gazillion. You kind of wonder how they don't get like
dizzy.
They're dizzy. Yeah.
Heavy says, it converts a convert profile bolster plane with RC for the throttle, and it was indoor control line.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, yeah, very cool.
And Smirks joined the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in again, brother. Thanks very much. Will it fit inside the wind tunnel? No, I don't think so. This guy's too big, I think.
Oh, actually, it technically doesn't have to.
No.
Because technically you could do it on the outside of the wind tunnel.
There you go. There you go. We could even modify the wind tunnel to fit. But
what kind of hole inside of
it? Shove the whole of the wings through the side. Yeah. No,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Especially with something like the FPV Batman, because you want to see how that's going to perform.
He's got a very big wingspan. He was it 2 or 2.5?
Yeah, 2.4.
I'm not sure.
2.4.
I'm not sure.
What do you guys?
If you tuned into the live stream last week,
what was it? Was it 2.4 or 2.5?
I don't know.
Not that it matters that
No.
much.
You could either turn up at this time. But yeah, no, it's
you remember.
Yeah, it's one of those things where the wind tunnels. It's a big wind tunnel, but even that, and it's a big prop on the front of it. But just one of those
32-inch prop.
32-inch prop on the front of that, driving the smoke in that wind through.
Yeah, it's a massive VTOL motor with like 200 amp ESC.
Yeah, there you go. But I guess maybe we need to start modifying that to come out a bit for other designs.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Our planes seem to be getting bigger.
Yeah. I'm not sure if the dropship would be able to fit in there.
No. What did we measure at the start of this?
It was at 1.5 across, right?
No.
Wingspan.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5 across A with a VTOL dropship, and then 2 meters in length.
Yeah.
That's the VTOL, by the way, over Harry's left shoulder.
Over here.
Yeah.
That's half of them. Gary says, that's it. Have you seen the half wing speed jobs? People make very pretty scale electric around the pole models.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they effectively just go whack on the wings. Yeah. I have seen it.
Oh,
it's cool, though, because you don't need much lift, right? You just want to go like flat out.
Just speed.
Just speed, yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, there's some great, good ideas out there for sure. What do you reckon? Put that nose on?
Is it just a glow-on job? Or do you need to put that?
I don't know.
motors
What
on?
does it say?
Spin
We're
it
what do you call it? We're modifying this design. We're doing our version. Upgrading the design, would you say? We're making it our style. Putting our spin on it. This is not our design, this particular one. We've got many designs, but not this particular design. This is, who made this design?
A crowd called Plain Print.
Yes.
But next week we will have a new custom design, one-of-a-kind design.
And hopefully we can get that finished after this stream, finish designing it, and then hopefully all going well, we can release that on Tuesday. So
Yeah.
look forward to that. Fasten the dropship to a train, to the wind tunnel maybe, and make a full-scale wind tunnel. Oh, fasten it to a train
Tunnel.
and make a full-scale wind.
Oddly, ironically, we actually have there is a train tunnel nearby.
Yeah, like a big one. It's a money hole addiction. LOL. Yeah, for sure. And Joel is joining the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in there, brother. Thanks so much. We are currently working on this guy, an RC Eagle, and we just got there.
We just got the wings on.
Managed to achieve the wings, so we are that much closer to flight.
Yeah. We're
So I
going to
think
add some filler in there after it sort of had time to dry in a bit.
Cure a bit, and I think what we're going to do is going to put that head on, which is kind of important. Or do you want to put the motor in? Oh no, we're going to put the motor mount housing in first. It
Okay,
says.
we can do that.
We can
That's
do
something
motor
we can do.
housing while we wait for that to cure. So maybe push that forward and we'll do that.
Okay, so we'll move that forward. So yeah, so thanks very much for joining in, everyone.
And what motors did we choose to put on this guy?
It is from our sponsors, not in that box. Where
Hobby
is it?
Wing. Where is it? Over here somewhere. This particular motor is a Skywalker. We thought, what's cooler than Luke Skywalker right there? So that's what's going to go into this guy.
Yep, so that's what's going to go in. It is a 2320 1100 kV motor from Hobbywing.
Very cool. And I think
What is it? Is it a 3S? What is it? I think it's a 3S.
Yeah, I think it's 3S. It suggests a 2S or a 3S LiPo, 1,000 milliamp hours to 2.2. So not a very big LiPo. It suggests
Very small, is
And-
it? How big?
1,000
1,000.
to 2.2. Do we even have maybe? Oh yeah, we do. We've got to get the little 3S at 1.3, I think. And it suggests 10-inch prop, 11 or 11. There you go.
So 10 or 11 inch.
Yeah. With a 5-inch prop. There you go.
Okay, thanks very much for joining in there, Joel. See you next one, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, okay, so what we need is, the next parts. Where did I put them? Is it inside that box, into the motor mount?
Over here. Here it is.
You got it?
Yeah.
So this particular part is PETG. It's all part of it. And is it PETG or no, PLA?
No, that's PETG.
Yeah.
This is PLA.
And there it is. One of the STL files that comes with it. And we got to glue that into there.
Oh, you got to glue it in? Yeah, no, glue it in. Do you need to put it on the motor first then?
Well, I'll probably check the motor.
Check the motor?
Check the motor, otherwise we might have to re-fix that one.
Okay, so I guess I might as well. It's somewhat unboxing after all this time. On the episode 8, we finally opened the motors.
The original one suggests that you can bolt the head on, but we won't be doing that.
So there you go. That's the motors finally out of the wrapper.
There you go.
So all this time, that's what they actually look like. Cool.
Nice red one. Cool.
Hang on. Here we go. That's quite funny, really.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, what do they say? Good things take time? I think they do. Yep. I think you can put it like that. Cool. No, makes sense.
Interesting. So you go through there like that.
Are the holes going to fit?
And
Is it gonna fit? Or do we need
they're
it?
gonna fit. There you go. Can you hold that up so that people can see?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it? Okay.
There you go. Success.
And it's the belt sizing is okay.
Yeah.
Should
Not
be
much
right.
to play with, but
You gonna fit in there? We don't need to modify it.
oh, that little bit of cable. That little
Yeah.
bit of cable might be annoying. That's right. We can do anything, man. It does fit. So what do they say about that? Semi-success? It's better than full success, right?
Yeah, I know you might be able to fit it down this little head there. So that's the reason why they did that. So we're just talking about the little cable at the end part. You might be able to fit that down there.
We'll try. Come on the bottom.
Yep. Check it works, and then when we go to actually put it together, it'll work. That's the one. Come out that hole. Oh,
Yep. Might be able to do it. Yeah, we can work with that. Now that.
maybe a bit closer to the camera.
Right. 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 Yep. There we go.
Cool.
So as they say, make some noise.
Okay,
It's actually pretty cool.
that's very cool. All right, so
Make
put,
some noise.
and we'll glue this guy onto here. That one can go onto glue onto there, just nice and flat.
So there will be a specific way that you put it to.
Okay. So which way?
The
is-
way that works.
Put a pencil on it.
So what we're dealing with is this little bit of cable here. Hope you can see it in the light. Yeah, that bit there is a little offset.
Okay, we go.
Perfect fit. It was like that. It was planned.
Yeah.
Do you want to just put that in
No,
and then glue it in, or are you gonna?
Oh. What do you reckon?
What should we do? Should we put the motor in first and then glue it?
Oh, but then we don't want to put the glue on it.
But then you don't want the glue on the motor.
Yeah.
I feel that would be irresponsible.
Okay. We'll put that on the side so that we don't get any glue on it. And
Maybe we'll put it back in the box so we don't drop it.
don't break it or
Damage
anything.
it or anything.
We want it to work perfectly. But yeah, that worked quite well. Very cool.
Just put it. We'll get it out in a second.
All right, so put some a bit more glue on, and then we'll put that head on. It does say that the original design was so that you could put screws on the head to change it if you wanted to.
Is it?
It does say that, but no, we've modified it, so we'll be gluing it.
Too bad.
Yep. It's a more sleeker design,
Yeah, more.
more aerodynamic.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, put that on there. Just around the edge.
Do you know which way that goes in?
Yeah, the arrow's downwards.
No, I mean you know which way the bolts go.
Yeah, it's downwards. And I think also the motor you can see on the housing of the head is not actually perfectly flat. You can see that it's cammed down. So if I was flat on the head, you can kind of see that there. It's facing down. I think it was 20 degrees. I'm not quite sure. Why was that, Richard? I guess they changed the design slightly.
Yeah.
Better.
Maybe it didn't. It was time to pull up.
Yeah, maybe pulling up too much. Not sure, but that's what it was suggested.
Is everybody enjoying the stream? Hopefully we are.
Hope you can see us, hear us.
And see us, because we couldn't hear each other before, because apparently we got the we get quite the audio sort of, but we have now.
At the start of the stream.
Oh, he dropped it.
No,
Set that up. That was part of the plan, right?
yep, pretty much. Oh no, I
He
dropped
dropped
it
it
again.
again.
I
You had it right.
had it right and I touched it.
That was. You set that up.
So that
2 for 2. You set that up twice.
There you go. What do you reckon? Good enough?
I think it's good enough.
100%. Yeah, 100% set it up. Well, it's not something else.
100% of the time it works in.
Well, at least 20% of the time.
20 to 30%.
Alright.
Maybe put a bit more glue on it.
Maybe we need to bring that over to the camera so you can see a bit what's going on.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Hang on, right there.
Happy says eyes, ears, and 100%. Thanks for that, dude.
What is that? It's supposed to have teeth as well.
There you go.
Look at that.
Look at
It's
a
got
motor
face
mount,
mount.
guys.
It's got a motor mount.
There you go. It's looking more like a bird every day.
Every stream. Not every day. Because we don't do it every day.
No.
That'd be cheating. That's actually quite cool, man. Should we
Yep.
have a look at to see how those...
Or do you want to glue that onto the nose? Glue it on. Put it on there.
Would that make it harder to put that motor in?
No. Shouldn't. Oh, I might be able to drop it in. Should be right. With the Shelby attitude, we should be able to do it. Okay, turn around.
Turn around.
Turn around and then we'll work on the nose.
On the schnoz.
On the schnauzer. And what we'll have to do is we have to go back in and I think once that's...
Maybe like that.
Which way can the camera see?
Camera can see that, surely. Yeah.
Happy says he's working on my... I think he says foamy jet or forme jet.
I think it means foam jet.
I think it's that. It was just spelling.
On both ends of the globe. What's the...
Lots of progress.
Is that the...
Which particular jet?
Is that the B2 bomber that you were making, or a different one?
Put a bit more glue on it, tape her up. See how we do it.
Yeah.
It's getting bigger, isn't it? Significantly larger than when we started.
Significantly. Yeah.
Put a bit of glue on that one. What do you want to do? What do you want me to do?
I'll put it on there. You can spin your magic.
Okay. But yes, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. That's what it's all about. Gary says he's just waking up in between. Nuts. Good morning, good morning. This is your morning wake up call. Happy says it's the indoor 3D jet from Twisted Hobbies. Nice.
Very cool.
Indoor jet. 3D jet. So you can go upside down, indoor, upside down, and vertical. Wow.
Pretty cool.
It should be able to. If it's an indoor one, they normally make them that way. Super lightweight, super cool. Twisted Hobbies. Nice.
What does it run on? What's its power supply? Is it for the propulsion? Is it a propeller, jet turbine? What?
What are we sitting on? It doesn't go all
I'd
the way around.
imagine
It's
you probably wouldn't.
It's not the top half. Just top, the bottom half.
I'd imagine it doesn't have a gas powered turbine on it, because that would be really noisy if it was indoors.
Yeah.
Burn
Turbine.
a hole in your floor.
Just don't mind me. Just
Don't worry me, you just got some air.
Alrighty. Oh, there you go. So put that together. Pop that on there.
You can fly.
Right side out. You can fly right side out. Nice. Wow. Okay. Probably better try and get this straight. What do you reckon? Can they see it from there?
Sort of bring it back over this side.
This way?
Yeah.
Just into that front. Mid thrust 3-bladed enduro motor, probably 2-cell. He reckons.
Okay.
Sweet. There you go. The head's going on. There's noggin.
Maybe lift up his.
Caca. Said the bird.
Maybe he's sort of hooked to the left of it.
Is he? Yeah. Just bend it to wherever you want it. If you need to take it off, take it off. It's all good.
Sort of
Askew.
yeah. I'll line up that line down the bottom.
Oh, yeah. Tape that first. Since we cut off the alignment parts, Didn't need him, didn't want him.
Don't want them. Who needs no alignment?
No, we're doing live stream. We just totally wing it.
Just wing it.
That's how we roll.
Well, live stream, you don't have time for that.
There you go, guys. There's his head. His head's on. Yes, he's got a neck collar. He's been in the walls. And a nose. And it looks like he's got somebody punched him on the nose, on the snods. There you go.
Run the schnauzer.
Right in the snout. There you go.
All right, look at this instructional
Booklet. So we'll let that dry, and then we'll put the...
It's actually looking quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's like at this moment in time, it's kind of like a bird with some of his feathers. But he does need a tail. It's actually surprisingly heavier than I thought. We have to do a weigh-in when we complete it. A little bit heavier than I thought. Interesting. That's okay. Hopefully it flies. That's the main thing.
What do they say? Just more throttle.
More throttle. That's all we need.
Less excuses.
Mate. There you go. What do we need to do next? What's the next plan?
So, can attach the. You can attach this part on.
Yeah,
You
we'll
can
do that
attach-
properly.
You can attach the join.
That's it. Oh, yeah, cool.
I wonder how he actually attaches the hinge. Normally you'd have a pivot line.
What's this for?
You know, for the actual flat ones.
Yeah, it's just those little plasticky rods they stick in.
Which plastic rods?
Oh, tabs. It's got little tab ones.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Quite big to put in the car, yeah. It's quite big. When we roll out with this one, I think we'll put it in the back of the panel van, so that'll be right. When in doubt, add more power, yeah. Or we take it up with the drop ship when that's complete and drop it off. Yee-hoo! Yeah. Okay, so what do you want to do? What's the plan? We're gonna solder it in, or how are we gonna do it?
So what?
You know, we're gonna put more glue in there in that ravine, or we're gonna put that,
Oh, I can add some more glue.
or we're gonna add the a bit of the extra plastic in there.
Well, both, I think.
Gary says, or do the wings slide off? I think the way that we designed it,
Modified it.
Modified it. I think, and actually, when you really think about the way that this is designed, it doesn't have any bolts. I would say the way that they designed it is the same that we put it together. It is not supposed to be slid off. Yeah,
It does have a
because
tension.
normally with those sorts of ones, you would. I guess you could. Yeah, it's supposed to have had a tensioning rod through here, but we bypassed that. There you go.
Had to.
Had to.
We're ad-libbing.
We had to
Yeah, it just didn't quite.
do what we wanted. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, generally speaking, we seem to just kind of glue them together, haven't we? Even
Again, in the old school wings, what you used to, since we're talking about the gliders originally, you
rubber bands?
just use rubber bands and you're good.
rubber bands around here and here, around the spar.
Just rubber bands and a she'll be right attitude. Never
Never hurt anyone. But that's another way of doing it. If in doubt. Move those over. Good enough. But yes, I think maybe when they designed it, what do you think? Do you think they wanted it to be taken off the wings?
I suspect so.
Yeah, but the way that it turned out, we can't.
Yeah.
In many ways better, you know, because then you get to
what?
try and fit it in the car. Oh, can I go this way? Can I go that way? There you go. A bit more interaction. Filling those seams in. Some of them are quite big ravines there, so we're going to have to do what we do.
Yeah. Make it work. So yeah, it's coming together. So you can see here in some of the gaps that we filled in, we just what would you call it?
Plastic welded.
Plastic welded it and then sanded it back down. So
I think we might have to do that a bit on this side.
yeah, I think so. And Gary says fair play. Yeah. Well,
Nobody would know.
If you don't tell anyone, we won't tell anyone. How's that sound?
But yes, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream so far. And
It's an interesting guy to work on.
sit down, please.
You gonna do it on there?
I can't get the glue on there.
Okay.
Too big.
It's too big. Too big.
Yes.
It's got an interesting wing shape. Hopefully
It
you
is.
can see it.
Goes up and then it goes down the other side.
You can see it sort of, it's not just straight across.
No, it's not just a straight plane. They've
Done some sort of shaping to it to make it more, I guess, more slope story.
more bird-like. Goes up and down and all around.
It does effectively away from the centre, doesn't it, really? And then comes up in the flare at the end.
Must have got it somewhat right. Let's add a bit more glue on there, then we'll add a bit more filament.
Yep.
There we go.
Nice.
Yeah. What kind of motors are there? They're fixed wing motors, aren't they? The one that's going to go on there?
Yep. Fixed wing motors. Motor series you're talking about.
Yeah. If I'm not in the way of the camera, can they still see?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're right. Okay.
But yes, so thanks very much for everyone joining in on the stream. And if you're just joining in, we're working on the RC Eagle. And yeah, so far so good. We're just attaching the main center console section for the wings. And that's what Harry's doing in the background there. And earlier in the stream, you're welcome to scrub back or check it out later on once it's all posted properly. We were deep diving into the VTOL dropship, and we were looking at the width. We're actually measuring how big it was because I didn't actually know. I knew how long it was, but I didn't know how wide it was.
No.
So that was actually quite cool.
A little bit bigger than I thought. Hopefully it can fit on the trailer.
And it is 10.4 kgs, I checked. And that was what was on the episode this week.
So what are we going to do now? I'm going to melt that?
That's just the 3D prints, right?
That's just the 3D prints and not including all the electronics, motors, and all the assembly and structure.
How heavy is this guy? We don't know yet.
Don't know yet.
I guess we have to put them together first and then
Give them
weigh
away.
them at the end, hopefully.
Hopefully it's all good. Okay, so maybe put that filament on the end there.
Filament on then?
You know, we'll fill the gaps there.
Oh, yeah.
The lightweight filament in there. Should be good.
Should be good. You want me to get it out?
Yeah, yep. Soldering on. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it would be quite nice to have the wings on permanently.
Yeah, we've also got the tips together, but I guess you put that in last.
Tips. Oh, yeah.
Do that after. You've got literally everything down.
Tail and everything, yeah. That way we don't knock anything off. But yes, we're getting there.
All right, lightweight. All right.
Lightweight filament and maybe a bit of, if we got any rainbow.
Hey, do you want some rainbow stuff?
If it's possible. Pop that in there so we don't lose anything. Kind of important.
Is there any beside you, Harry? Up there? Up on that rack behind your left? On your left, up the top.
What for?
For the rainbow stuff.
I didn't see any. That's okay, we could just improvise with something else, maybe black or something. Alright. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Yep. You're just going to cut off some.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And then if we put that seam in, we'll do a couple of those spots, and then I think it should be good. What do you reckon? That'd be enough for this stream, do you think? I don't know.
I think so.
I think we made a pretty good effort on it.
Also, kind of want to leave that to dry a bit more as well.
Yeah, properly harden before we start moving around. Properly.
You got this? Cool. Now you just went on, so give it a couple minutes. And you put that and those ones back in?
I put the things back in.
Awesome. Good stuff.
It's looking more like a bird, for sure.
Or was it a plane? No, it's... Yeah, so you're just going to do up those, join up like the cracks as well. Yeah. And how's everybody's day going? Hopefully it's going well. Everybody's enjoying the stream.
Well, today it's Friday.
It's coming up on about 6 o'clock. And yeah, so we're the workshop's in effectively in build mode or design mode at the moment for next week's episode.
So
We're making
hopefully,
all going well, we'll be making a brand
design.
new build series. We do quite a lot of build series these days, don't we?
seem to.
I know there's a time there we were doing quite a lot of live stream flights. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe we should get back to those. I'm not sure.
Oh, flight testing phase is flight testing phase.
Yeah.
What's the difference between lightweight filament and normal filament?
I think it has a sort of like a baking soda or something of that sort of nature inside.
Definitely coarser in texture for sure.
You know, some of them seem to have like a baking soda, sort of a foamy mix in it.
So you can get more out of it.
Yeah. That's pretty good. You probably wouldn't even understand that.
Yeah. Maybe turn it over and do the other side. I don't think there's any more
Keep
lightweight.
going. Keep going. It's 7 o'clock, says Gary.
Oh, nice.
In the morning, that is.
Ah.
Oh, well, it's good to be bright and early, as they say. Early bird gets the worm. And the mouse gets the cheese. And so forth.
Nice.
I guess we're on daylight saving time. I was trying to think of why it would be different. But that's
Flip it
why.
over upside down, would you? And we'll do that.
We do down there.
That's fine. Good enough. It's got glue in it.
There's big gaps.
Is it?
Yeah, all the way down. Yeah, nice. That's good stuff. Yeah, and Happy's got a sort of a smiley face going up there.
Try and do it so we don't have to do any sanding afterwards.
Yeah.
Because we did sanding.
But let's look at the part now. Obviously, we don't have the feather fingers on, which is right at that extreme little tip. But I think
Can imagine nearly.
really imagine. So what would we have to do on the next stream, Harry?
Well, we've got to do the rudder tail.
Tail section.
Got electronics to add. Motor needs to be done. And ultimately testing it. Oh, paint.
You have to add all the servos and things like that. All the flying components.
Oh, yeah. Cool. What's the other side, mate?
What about all that?
Yeah, I gotta change it to
Yeah.
different filament.
Okay.
Just flip it upside down.
Ooh.
Just flip it vertically.
Hey. Oh, nose down, you mean?
Just go completely all the way over.
There you go. Over here. There you go. Happy says, tinkering on the new Radio Master, the TX16S. It's a Mark III. Max is pretty excited to start using it. Oh yeah. What would be your first model to dial it into there, Happy? Is it? I guess that would be the indoor fly, right?
The foam one.
The foam one.
Shit. Sounds pretty cool.
Did you just get it today? Maybe you did. Maybe you got it for Easter. Maybe that was what was in the Easter egg.
Easter hunt.
Easter hunt. Normally, I think you just get chocolates, man.
Generally
so.
speaking, I think.
But I mean, if you got a radio
Hot cross
master,
buns is pretty good.
you got a Radio Master TX16.
Thanks, Mr. Rabbit.
That's a big egg.
Thanks, Rabbit.
That's a big rabbit. It's a really big rabbit. That's a massive rabbit. That's bigger than a hare, I guess.
Hmm.
Nice one.
Yeah, we're getting there. So iron these ones out.
I do like those chocolate eggs. Ah, fair enough. That's a lot of chocolate you'd be eating
For that size.
for the Radio Master.
to fit the radio master. Other side?
Yeah, yeah.
We're getting there, guys. Oops. Dan says, is that the one with Android? Has it got
Oh, you're talking
Android?
about the Radio Master. I've
Yeah,
only
good
had this radio for a couple of weeks, and it's setting up the indoor jet. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Um,
Yeah, good cushion.
Android. Would
Sounds
that mean
cool.
they'd have like Wi-Fi on it? Like a
Woofy.
smartphone?
Smart remote. Sounds cool.
Is it? How smart is it? Can you surf the net? Text your girlfriend.
Don't need the yeah. Get rid of the iPhone. Just use the.
Just use the whip out your Radio Master. You know,
It's kind of like a phone
first it
call.
goes, oh, can I have your ask the girl for your number? And then you go, just when I just dial it in, you just whip out your Radio Master T16S.
How smart.
That sounds pretty cool. I mean, you'd be saving new craze.
Don't think it'd fit in your pocket too well, but I mean, you'd get looks. And that's kind of what it's all about, isn't it? You get the attention.
Yeah. Yeah. He said no.
Oh,
You might be thinking of the AX12. He thinks it is. It's the full size 16 channel, but also a large touchscreen. Ah, there we go.
nice.
It's so smart that you can be flying and looking up a YouTube video on how to land it safely. Well, there you go. That's pretty
Okay.
smart.
It's pretty smart.
Maybe a little bit there and you'll be done on this lightweight.
But yeah. Don't worry, he's not calling me a lightweight. He's just saying that the filament. He's talking about the filament.
Yeah. I don't think people like to be called lightweight.
No. You're not going to make friends that way.
Dan says, yeah, that's the AX12. Full Android. What is it? Full Android on board. No Edge TX. It can run apps.
Watch
watches,
YouTube should be able to run Betaflight. Figure it.
Oh, okay.
Sounds interesting. Oh, it's good to see some advancements.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
pretty
we've got
cool.
different filament, Richard.
Yeah. I just ran over here. That's actually pretty cool.
Very cool.
I mean, you probably, in this day and age, you probably should be able to do everything with it, really.
Should be able to.
Watch a film, full-length movie.
Yeah, you should be able to take video. And we're talking 4K. It should be,
Laser scanner.
yeah, facts. It's like,
A pager.
yep, the whole lot. One of those things where it reminds me of a Beverly Hills Cop.
How does
It's,
it do that?
what is which particular gun does he pick up? It's like it's got a microwave and everything built in.
Oh, yeah,
Have you got normal? Like,
Maybe just grab some of that filament up there.
yeah, they do.
Yeah. It's got a microwave dinner in it. Microwave cooker. The Beverly Hills car. They do look kind of neat. Can
we bring one
No,
up
they
on the screen? Or
just
maybe we can do
need
that.
a digital VRX to stream FPV on the screen. Oh, there you go.
Which particular one is it? We'll bring it
What's
up.
it called? AX. Oh no, it's not called the AX.
Which one? We'll bring it up on the screen.
I'll try to.
Try. Which particular model is it they're happy?
AX12 was it? No.
Just right, new remote control from RadioMaster.
Was it the AX12?
Yeah, it's got HDMI in and out. Nice. I think I might be that one. Hang on, let's have a look. Let's see if that's the one what we're thinking about.
It's quite beefy then. Or was that the GX12? Maybe that's the one you're talking about. Can do it all.
Is that one? Is that the one that we're talking
It
about?
says it can do it all. That's that's quite a big
Claim.
Quite a big claim because like I don't think it can file a tax return. It probably can't buy tickets to the movies. Is that the one we're talking about? That might not be it though. It's a GX12.
Dan is talking about the RadioMaster AX12. He's
Didn't write the AX12.
and Happy's using the Radio Control TX16 Mark III.
Which one? TX12.
TX16S Mark III.
TX16S Max.
Mark III Max.
Mark III.
See what it comes up with.
Jumper, I guess. Is it jumper? Oh no, it's RadioMaster, right?
Yeah.
RadioMaster.
It's the old school one.
Oh yeah, this one. This guy.
And I do have the GX12, who's happy, and simply love that radio too. Been using the GX12 for about a year. Really happy with it. Nice. And the other one was the AX.
The AX12. I didn't write that, didn't I? Sometimes Google doesn't get it quite right.
No.
Was it a RadioMaster as well?
Yep,
Wasn't it?
that was Radio.
AX12. Okay, you saw me write that in. And it goes back to the G12. You silly goose.
There you go. Let's.
No.
We can imagine.
GX12, there's one here. This one.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Quite a little bit rounded. Looks nice. Very cool. Okay, so I can screen back.
Oops. Yep. Sure. All right.
AX12, there it is.
Oh, that guy.
That's it.
Ooh, fancy.
We're good?
Yeah, we're back normal.
Cool.
Yep. Here we go. Oh, well, maybe we'll put these bits in and.
Start wrapping it up the stream?
Yeah. Once we get this in.
Okay, cool.
But we're making a pretty good progress on this live stream, guys.
Yes, that's the last one there. All right, cool. It's quite a good one, isn't it?
Nice digital size display.
Let's see what he's doing. Yeah, you guys can see. Yeah. So yeah, it's just soldering that gap, I guess. Yeah, it's quite a good looking radio actually. That one.
Yep. Now, if RadioMaster happens to be watching,
I think everybody should get a RadioMaster.
everybody on the live stream should get a RadioMaster.
A free RadioMaster.
All around.
All around for everyone. Sponsored by RadioMaster. How does that sound? I think that sounds fair, right?
Yeah.
It's free advertising after all, right?
It is.
What do you use the GX12 for there? What sort of planes are you flying that for? Is it for more like sort of the jet type stuff, or you know some of them have got quite a lot of PWM outputs they need.
Quite a bit more.
That's quite a big hole there. Huh?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
Well, we are getting there. I think after this hole. Is there any others?
No. Well, maybe on the other side, but predominantly just that one. And then we'll be,
That much closer.
as Joe Rogan would say, that much closer to the cash. When he did Fear Factor. I'm not sure what he does now that he's
I
doing.
think he does USC, doesn't he?
Yeah. Oh, he's got the Joe Rogan show, right?
Yeah, podcast. Fear is not effective for you. What's his saying? That's quite the share. That's cool.
Yeah, it was good. He says, I'll be using it for drones, okay, but originally bought it because it was the first dual band full Gemini transmitter.
Nice.
And now they have the TX16 in Gemini, so here we are. Pretty cool, eh? What you doing there?
I was just seeing if there's anything underneath.
Looks alright.
Looks alright then.
Yeah. I'm gonna spin it over and see if there's a hole in there. Right.
More grip in there.
That's pretty cool though. It looks like quite a good transmitter.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. Okay, flip them over and see a look at the other side.
Okay.
This must be the
Bit
last.
of a gap there, though.
Where?
In there.
No, I gotta wait for that glue to dry there.
Ah. Oh,
Then we take out the camera.
nearly took out the camera. Sorry about that. Mr. Cameraman.
Any holes there? We're good.
Maybe do that. Just go
Okay.
up there. Up here. Just hold it.
Okay, you do it and I'll hold it.
Yep.
Got it?
Yep. Just sort of rotate it a bit.
So maybe they can see about there.
Yep. You rotate it. You roll that in. Put it like that. Hold it like that. Or maybe I can do it with my hand.
I can do that with my hand.
So that was all.
Me too. Yes, the last one. I've been using it for drones, but I originally bought it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to be just finishing up here for the stream.
In a second. Well, we've made good progress on it. We've managed to put the wings on. I think we can all rejoice on that one. Quite the achievement. Wasn't that easy to put it on, was it?
No, not really. Okay.
I think we're making some pretty good progress.
Yep.
And then I think after this, leave it to dry.
He doesn't want to be touched too much, eh?
No, and then we've got to work on the tails. We've got feather fingers to do. We've got
And then it's pretty much into
Flaps.
the world of
electronicas.
electronics. Eh?
All right. Happy days.
Nice.
Nice.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
there you go, guys. That was the week. This was the episode of the live stream this week. And there you go. We got a head on. We got a motor mount there drying. We have 2 wings on, not the end caps, the feather fingers as they were, but we have been doing.
We've got a motor mount on.
Yeah, we got a head. We got a that. We got a this. So I think we're looking pretty good.
Check it back onto this one. So you can see. There you go. Turn it off. You don't need that anymore. Good stuff. Let's get out this thing. Maybe
that
just
one.
show them again so you can see. A bit bigger.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Here we go. So. This is where we're at in the build. So to look like this, like a thing. Super cool. Yeah, cheers there, Dan. Yeah, so there you go.
I was quite happy to get that together.
At least it's actually starting to look like a
plane.
plane. There you go. So that's what's happening, and obviously we got the schnoz on, and the motor mounts in place, and the spars are in now, so that's always good. And we've got the wiring looms that we added, certainly for the second one as well. So that's pretty good. And I guess the next part to do, we're going to make the hatches. We're going to add the servos, 1, 2, 3. And we've got to do the elevator, which is of course this tail articulation. And then add all those things like push rods and all that kind of stuff. So that's where we're sitting for that.
I think we're done pretty good.
I think we did pretty good. Everyone hopefully had a good time.
And yeah.
Maybe we'll start winding up the stream.
Yeah. Nice. Have a lovely evening. Cheers. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to our other thing and do our traditional sign out. And let's go and do that.
Yeah. So thanks very much for everyone for joining in. Thanks for joining in the chat. As always, good stuff.
Yeah, it's been cool. Yeah, which one is the other one? That's the one.
Is it straight? No, it's not straight.
Not straight. Never straight.
Have a lovely evening. Oh, thanks very much. You too.
Which way? Left?
Left. Left. Yeah, it's good enough. Yep. Okay, we'll sign out, eh?
Yeah, why not? Well, I think we did pretty good. So yes, thanks so
Abby
much.
says great stream. Awesome. Thanks, Abby.
Yeah, cheers, guys. And as always, thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you all, past, present, and future. Make sure if you haven't done it already, give this stream a like and share as much as you can to people that like this sort of thing.
Yeah.
That makes sense. If you think that they like that sort of thing, it'd be cool.
Yeah. And of course, remember you can go back and check out all the series up to date. We've done quite a bit on this one, of course.
Oh, yes.
The episode this week was the VTOL Dropship series, which of course is around the sort of 10.4 kgs.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
So
And it's gonna be
I guess that would be a Easter egg.
yeah, if you hadn't seen that
If
episode.
you hadn't seen the episode, I sort of already spoiled it for you, but that's right. We also, on this stream, we did dive into how we did some measurements, didn't we?
Oh, yes.
How wide it is. So apparently, officially, it's sitting around 1.5 meters in width and 2 meters in length. So
I think it was kind of like 2 seconds.
yeah, that was with the propeller.
Okay,
So
so there
I think it
you
was like 2.1 with the propeller.
go. There you go. Okay, so saying that, thanks so much from me.
And thanks very much for me. We want to thank all our sponsors. A special note to Hobby Wing for helping us out with this one, and KiwiFil for the filament, obviously.
Oh, yes.
All our sponsors, so we don't want to leave anyone out.
Very cool.
And of course, most importantly, thank you for joining in and joining on the chat.
Okay, so we'll see each other on the next live stream. Otherwise, tune in Tuesday. Hopefully, we'll get all made and ready for you.
That's right. So yeah,
Fingers crossed. We don't know. We're still in the design phase there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course, remember, join in on all the episodes. You can go back and watch as many times as you like.
There you go. Okay, so here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go. HR Drill Racing, HR Drill Racing, HR Drill Racing. Yeah.
So guys, see you next time.
See you then.
Thanks everyone. Thanks Dan.
See you on the next one, dudes.